Hello everyone and welcome to Tournament 19 of Irish Warrior. We saw a couple of tournaments of great success, however in the last tournament, the course struck back as only 5 people beat Stage 1 and we saw only Cobra and Matt get to Stage 3, where they were unable to get to the final stage. Will we see someone get back to the final, maybe even achieve total victory today? Let's find out right now. The first stage looks pretty similar to last time, following the very difficult Stage 1 we had. It all begins with the Mystic Timbers, becoming a bit of a staple first obstacle at this point. Jump across the 5 trees. And then you're on to the only new obstacle in this stage, the Wire Bridge. There are 5 columns you have to jump across. The jumps are all the same distance, however, as you can see, the landings get smaller as you go. And you make the big dismount and you're onto the Diamondback. Jump across those 3 diamonds. Be sure to control your distance and angle you're jumping at, and then you're onto the buoy tilt. Every time I do the overview, for some reason that one of those buoys just likes to tweak out on me. But you jump your way across the 3 buoys, let it tilt, and get the good jumps to get across and get onto the Dragon Glider. That trampoline jump got buffed in the last tournament. It was very difficult, took out the likes of Patrol Fam 4. And then the rolls itself are not easy in themselves. The 4-degree roll, you make the transfer, and then the 5-degree roll, you make the dismount, and you're onto the escape wall. Run up the wall, get high enough to get into the mongoose, and then you got 2 obstacles to go, beginning with the pipe vault. Gotta, land the pole, let it fall forward to where you can jump onto the soul swing, let those 3 swings pivot around, time your jumps right, get big jumps, and make that signature dismount at the end. And if you get to the end in 1:55, you are on to stage 2. The time limit was a big factor in the last tournament, but 5 seconds have been added back onto the clock, so you'll see how that affects our challengers. All beginning with Master Chief with a 5, 1996. He makes the first tree onto the second tree of the Mystic Timbers. He is taking his time, and Slow and Steady did not win the race because he missed the jump to the 3rd tree. But now at number 2, we have Shadowrun 132. We have some promising newcomers in this tournament. However, a reminder that the newcomers are all randomized, and they're all at the beginning of the tournament, so you'll get to see them all nice and early. But Shadowrun, otherwise known as Valen, a new jumper to the scene, one of a few, and he is through the first obstacle, and he's the first competitor to ever take on the Wire Bridge. Oh, he barely made the mount onto it. So now these jumps are all the same distance, but as you can see, the poles get narrower, and Shadowrun overshoots the 3rd pole, and he is the first victim of the Wire Bridge. But now at number 3, we have Blue Yo-Yo 55. He is wearing blue armor. Well, wow, that was an interesting start. He walked across the starting line, and now he is stalling. All right, well, okay. Well, I was going to do the Slow and Steady wins the race gimmick, but he didn't do that. All right, Intimidation is number 4, except for the O is now an X. Tic-tac-toe, something. I'm not really sure, but whatever. He's through the Mystic Timbers at least, and now he will try and be the first competitor to defeat the Wire Bridge. He gets farther than Valen. He gets the 4th. Oh, and he gets a bad jump going for the 5th. And Intimidation was unable to be the first competitor through the 2nd obstacle today. But now we have a brother-sister duo. At number 5, we have Ninja Boy. Another new jumper to the scene. And see how he goes here. He's taking his time a little bit here on the timbers. Nothing wrong with that. He gets through. Now, it's the Wire Bridge. He stops in that first one, and now speeding up here. Oh, no! He fooled me. He stopped on that 3rd one, but now picking up the speed, and he is the first competitor onto the Diamondback today. And oh, no! He overshoots the mount onto it. It's not as simple of a jump as you might think, but we hardly ever see anyone do that, and unfortunately, Ninja Boy out very early on the Diamondback. And now we have Ninja Boy's sister. It is Genzel. Let's see if she can pick up where Ninja Boy left off, maybe go even further, maybe get to the stage 1 finish line. Genzel is through the first obstacle, and now she is on to the Wire Bridge. She is going fast, almost got caught on that 3rd column, but she is okay. And she has done better than Ninja Boy. Now she'll actually get to try the proper obstacle. Gets the first transfer across, the 2nd transfer a little farther, a little tougher, but she gets that. Now setting up, going for the dismount, and she is across. And now onto the buoy tilt. Always a tough obstacle. Gets a good tilt there, going for the 2nd, goes a little early, I think for the 3rd, but gets across, goes for the dismount, And Jenzel is across, and she is onto the Dragon Glider. Oh, she boxed. Okay, I thought she got a weird run up. She gets a super short run up and a false bounce. It looked like Jenzel had no idea what her game plan was there, and it's an obstacle you really got to plan out and know what you're doing. Great run for Jenzel, but unfortunately it has come to an end on the Dragon Glider. And now we have our first fast forward of the day with Thoric Coronet. That was not the greatest Mystic Timbers run we've ever seen. And we had Resma at number 8. Got a little bit farther, made the jump to the second. He actually made the jump to the third, and then completely abandoned the technique that worked for him and failed to jump to the fourth. And then we had Super Drake 17. Very strange fail here because it looked like he landed the second tree, and then he lagged his way off into the water, and then the game froze, and it was a whole lot of fun. But now at number 10, we have Bob Jaunty 08. I'm not sure if he's related to Bob the Builder, but see if he can. I'm not sure. I was going to make a We Can Fix It joke, but it's kind of overdone at this point with Bob the Builder. Oh my goodness. Needs to fix his distance control because he flew over that second column and he is out on the wire bridge. All right, Riseable Yeti 9004. Some people might have thought Yetis don't exist or abominable snowmans or whatever, but here we have one, I guess. And he is taking his sweet time here across the timbers and gets across. It took him 15 seconds, but Yeti is onto the wire bridge. And another competitor trying to rush their way across this obstacle and failing it. It's not an obstacle you need to be a speed racer on. 5 seconds have been added onto the time. You don't need to absolutely kill it. All right, but number 12, Game Show MC67, another promising new competitor, gets a weird jump to the fourth, and the fifth goes right to the dismount, and that was unfortunate. Game Show looked all over the place there on the timbers, and unfortunate, a promising young competitor out on the first obstacle. But following him, the Mystic Timbers failed continue as we had Pacina Pio go down on the jump from 3 to 4. Then we had Dogs, who completely bricked the jump from 1 to 2, just went basically straight sideways. And then Lil Top Tay, took his time, switched weapons, it didn't work, failed to jump from 1 to 2. Now, at number 16, though, we have Foxy Gamer, YT1789. We'll see if Foxy Gamer's YouTube channel exists, and if they gain any additional publicity from this. Oh my goodness, though. Stopped right on the edge of that last tree. A little dangerous, but they are through, and save jump fail on the first column of the wire bridge. That is interesting. All right, final newcomer of the tournament. It is Steven2878. See how Steven does here. Oh, no, not very well. Failed to jump from 1 to 2 on the Mystic Timbers. All right, all returning competitors the rest of the way, beginning with the Chad. And Chad failed the Timbers 2 tournaments ago, and he's failed the Timbers again. But now at number 19, we have Halo Fan 17. Halo Fan, another, relatively new jumper to the scene, a promising competitor. We'll see how he does last time going out on the tombstones. However, he's put in a lot more practice. He's definitely improved quite a bit since his last appearance. So he's going quickly here across the timbers and is through that. Now, he can't get revenge on the tombstones this time. It's this obstacle that he's going to try and get through to get a personal best. Almost overshot the third column, but gets to the fifth and gets on through, and it is a personal best. And now Halo Fan, oh my goodness, another competitor fails to mount onto the Diamondback. We saw Ninja Boy do that earlier, and Halo Fan will do the same. But from someone making their second appearance to someone making their 13th, it is Foamy Boy at number 20. I still hate this gamer tag. I'm not going to be shy about this. This is just not a good gamer tag. But Foamy, he is persistent. I got to give him that. He has made 12 previous appearances and has yet to beat the third obstacle, once again failing the Diamondback in the last tournament. But he's moving quickly across the timbers and gets through that. And now onto the wire bridge. He's going for speed here. He's going for cut-off sprint jumps, and he made it way too hard. And Foamy, once again, out early in stage 1. He's out on the second obstacle, the wire bridge. But now at number 21, it is the return of Daddy Cheese's girlfriend. She had a breakthrough performance. Was in first place for a while in the last tournament, at least when she ran, when she failed the Diamondback on the jump from 2 to 3. But she is taking her time here on the timbers today. Nothing wrong with that. You may notice the purple armor. Cheese might have ran a course or two in this because Cheese's girlfriend changed his armor and then he forgot to change it back. But anyways, Cheese's girlfriend is on the wire bridge now, taking her time across this. I like this. Nothing wrong with this if you're just trying to get as far as you can, and that's what Cheese's girlfriend is trying to do. She gets to the 4th, going for the 5th. Oh, and then she overshoots it just barely. Cheese's girlfriend now has a fail on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd obstacles on her 3 appearances on this course. But now at number 22, it is TX Drew TV. Drew has made 13 previous appearances, and he has yet to beat Stage 1. He's come close a few times getting to the back half of Stage 1, but hasn't really knocked on the door in a while. So we'll see if Drew can regain some form. Last tournament was one of many buoy tilt victims. Buoy tilt did some big damage in the last tournament, took out Hunter and Chumpy, just to name a few. But Drew is through the wire bridge, just took out our last 2 competitors, but Drew avoids that disaster, and now he's onto the Diamondback. The obstacle he's the first competitor to ever defeat! Oh my goodness. He was the first competitor to ever defeat that obstacle in Tournament 10, and almost took him out there, but he is onto the buoy tilt, which took him out last time. He jumps to the 2nd, gets that, goes to the 3rd, and he comes up short. He got a bit of an ugly sprint off of that 2nd buoy, didn't get the full momentum necessary to make the jump from 2 to 3. Those jumps get progressively harder, and he learned that the hard way. But now we have someone who knows what that feels like. Caden Bogard, making his 7th appearance. He's failed 3 consecutive tournaments at the hands of that obstacle, the buoy tilt. Caden making his way quickly across the first obstacle, now going for the wire bridge. Caden quickly through that. Well done. Nothing wrong there. And now onto the Diamondback. Failed this obstacle in Tournament 13. Quickly onto the 2nd. A bit of a stutter step there. Going for the 3rd. Gets a save jump. Another close call on the Diamondback. But Caden gets through. And he is on to the nemesis, the buoy tilt. He's 0 for 3 on this obstacle. Can he figure it out today? He's done better than last time at least because he's onto the obstacle. But he gets the jump to the 3rd. And now going for the dismount. And Caden Bogard is through the buoy tilt for his first time, and now he'll get to try the Dragon Glider. He beat the Baby Dragon in Tournament 16. Caden, oh, he landed a little too far back on the trampoline, and he will not get to try the rolling part of the Dragon Glider, but still a very solid run for Caden. Ties his personal best, getting to the 5th obstacle. And now, number 24, we have Lord of Ooh. He missed the last tournament, but in Tournament 17, he debuted and failed the buoy tilt. You will hear that a lot. But anyways, Ooh is now onto the new obstacle. Ooh and new. It all rhymes, I guess. But yeah, he's taking his time here. Nothing wrong with that here across the wire bridge, and he gets across. And now, Lord of Ooh taking on the Diamondback. And oh, he's going to walk across the edge there and go to the left. This is an interesting technique. Nothing wrong with that, though, as long as you get through. He goes to the 3rd. And, oh, he slides off! We saw Drew and Caden almost do that, but unfortunately, Ooh thought he made it. He just didn't get a save jump or anything. He just thought he was there, and he wasn't. But now, at number 25, it's time for Daddy Cheese. And it looks like Jake is doing the old school Chris intro. This is interesting, but, you know, let's not ask too many questions, I guess, at this point. Cheese, making his 15th appearance, though, he's had a few good runs, but he's been very up and down since the early tournaments. Tournament 17 had a very solid run, failing the Dragon Glider, showed signs of life when he actually failed on the 2nd track, but then in the last tournament went back to failing the buoy tilt. So we'll see what Cheese shows up today. First things first for Cheese, it's the wire bridge. Took out his girlfriend, and you don't want to lose your girlfriend. That'd be very embarrassing. Cheese has avoided that. All right, that's good. All right, on to the Diamondback. This took him out in Tournament 15, as well as Tournament 11, but, you know, we're kind of focusing on the recent tournaments, I guess, for Cheese, because he's trying to regain some form. All right, he's through that, onto the buoy tilt. He did Caden this mount onto it in the last tournament, if I do recall, but now he is making his way across the actual obstacle, gets a good jump from 2 to 3, going for the dismount, and no problems there. Cheese with 70 seconds left. It's time for the Dragon Glider. Cheese going for the trampoline jump. Yes, he is on it. He gets a save jump, but he is good. And Cheese is the first competitor to take on the roll. It is the 4-degree track first. Cheese is hanging very far forward. My goodness. Cheese is way far forward. He goes for the transfer, and he comes up short. Oh my goodness. That was very bizarre. It's like the barrel stopped on him. This is really hard to describe, but Cheese was all over the place, but he really held his speed together well. But here you see the barrel stops and starts moving backward right as he goes for the transfer. He didn't get the full sprint and run up on it. Because of that, Cheese came up short. I think if Cheese had maybe timed it out just a little bit better, hugged the back of the barrel, just a combination of those two things, and Cheese is probably onto the second barrel, but unfortunately he just couldn't cover the gap, and Cheese is out on the hands of the Dragon Glider again. But now at number 26 we have Dome making his third appearance. He's failed the Diamondback twice before, so we'll see if he fails it for a third time or if he chooses something else to fail. As he's through the timbers, now going through the wire bridge. He had never faced the timbers before, and he got through that on his first time, as well as the wire bridge. And now on to his nemesis. I believe he's failed the jump from 2 to 3 both times he's tried this obstacle. Here it is again, the big jump. Dome gets the jump to the third. Just got one jump to go, and will be the Diamondback defeated for the first time. And now he's on to the buoy tilt. Almost said personal best, but the Diamondback was the fourth obstacle in Tournament 11. He just gets onto the second buoy, gets stuck by the pole. Dome goes for the third and comes up short. And that is unfortunate. Got caught by that pole, couldn't get the full run up he needed to get onto the third buoy and potentially get through that obstacle. But now at number 27, we have Avowals the Samurai. I made a joke, I'm pretty sure, in the last tournament that we'd see Avowals again in another 3 or 4 tournaments, but he has defied the odds and he is competing in back-to-back tournaments. He failed the buoy tilt in the last one, so we'll see if Avowals can get through that. Avowals got a little caught there on that last tree of the Mystic Timbers, but he is through, and now going for the wire bridge. 98 seconds. Moving his way through, and past that, just barely. And now he's on to the Diamondback. Avowals setting up, going for the second. He's good. Now running his way up, getting ready for the third, and he's on to that. Just got the dismount, and he is across. Avowals failed the dismount of this obstacle. Oh, he paused there, making sure he gets the clean run up he wants to try and get through this obstacle. Oh my goodness! Avowals didn't get a whole lot of tilt on that first transfer from 1 to 2, and Avowals has gone from failing the last jump to failing early on the buoy tilt. But now at number 28, it's time for Spartan Walnut 71, another competitor who missed the last tournament, but he's got Sonic Fan on the sign rooting for him. Spartan Walnut has failed the 4th obstacle in each of his 3 previous appearances. Baby Dragon in 15 and 16, and then the buoy tilt got moved to the 4th obstacle in tournament 17, and that's what he failed. Walnut was smoothly through the Mystic Timbers, and now jumping his way through the wire bridge, and he is through that. And now it's time for the Diamondback. Walnut jumps left there for the second one. Now going for the third, and he is good. Taking his time here, setting up for these jumps. Might hurt him down the line, but he is through the Diamondback, back to the buoy tilt. Gets a clean mount on, waits a little bit, goes for the second. He is onto that, a very fast tilt! Oh, and he comes up short. Walnut just couldn't quite control the tilt. It's like he landed a little bit too far onto it, and it got a very violent tilt. But now at number 29, it's time for Snoz. Snoz got through the buoy tilt after 2 fails on it in a row in the last tournament, but went down on the Dragon Glider on the roll down on the first track. Snoz moving his way quickly through the first obstacle, and then now onto the wire bridge. Got a little double jump there before the obstacle to set himself up and get the distance right for all of those jumps, and he's onto the diamonds. Got a little high there on the second one, but no problems. Going for the third, and going quickly for the dismount, and Snoz is through. And now he will get his chance at the buoys yet again. He's 1 of 3 on it so far in his career. Oh no! He was set up perfectly, but he didn't get the jump off the second one, going for the third. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a special run. I wasn't sure if this day would ever come, but making his second appearance, it's Ump Double Ump. We last saw him in Tournament 5, in which he made it to Stage 3. He spent a long time in the shadows. He's missed 13 straight tournaments, and now hoping to add on to that incredible first appearance. It's going to take a lot of good obstacles for him to get through, for him to see something that is the same on this course. Since Tournament 5, the last tournament of Era 1, but so far he's handling everything well, and he's through the Diamondback onto the buoys. This has been very difficult. We've seen a number of competitors fail this already. Ump, though, getting a clean jump for the second, going for the third, and the dismount, and he's across. 72 seconds. Oh my god, he's on the far left side of the... Oh, what's he doing here? Ump Double Ump is setting up for a crazy technique. It looks like he runs off and gets lifted into the air. I cannot believe that. We've seen Ump pull off some crazy techniques in the past, and he's found another one apparently, and now he's rolling down. He's a bit all over the place. Don't fall off the side of the barrel. But he gets it to stop, he gets a clean jump off, and he's on to the second barrel. 43 seconds left. Ump Double Ump rolling on down, and he stands up now. It's rolling a little crazy, but he's keeping himself on a good rhythm, and he is through. 33 seconds, it's time for the escape ball. He's taking a second to set up, go for it. Ump is up in one. 26 seconds left, he's in the home stretch. First things first is the pipe vault. Ump lands it, and then falls too far forward, and Ump falls off the back, and Ump Double Ump is down right at the end of Stage 1 on the pipe vault. But what a great run. The best run so far. He was the first person to get through the Dragon Glider today with this incredible trampoline technique. Not sure how he found that one, but it worked out for him. But then on the pipe vault, it looked like he just didn't land super clean. He didn't land very straight on. He didn't ride the pole down. He just kind of fell too far back. Wasn't able to catch up with the fast motion of the pole moving downwards, which was caused by him landing just a little too far back on the pole, forcing it to go that far forward. But still, great to have Ump back on the course. And you know, when Ump Double Ump debuted in Tournament 5, he was number 1. This man, El Booker Taco, is number 2, and now they're running back-to-back again. Strictly just... funny coincidence. I didn't intend on that at all, but you know, here we are, number 31, El Booker Taco. He has been a bit up and down lately. He's cleared Stage 1 twice, most recently in Tournament 15. Got all the way to the final jump in Tournament 17. However, in the last tournament, he was a victim of the Dragon Glider. Booker now speeding his way through these first few obstacles, going for the Chumpy dismount, and just barely getting the dismount across with a save jump. Booker is running recklessly now. Ever since that timeout in Tournament 14, he has been a new man as far as speed. Oh my god, he barely made the third buoy. But now he goes for the dismount and he gets across. Booker is running with reckless abandon right now. And now he's going right for the trampoline jump on the Dragon Glider. And he comes up short. Booker failed to transfer in the last tournament. And unfortunately, he's failed a little earlier today. He landed a little too far forward on the trampoline. Wasn't able to get the height necessary to make the jump. But now it's time for Chumpy, making his 19th appearance in a row. The streak may very well end in this tournament because Chumpy, well, when he ran, he was about ready to go to college. He's now in college, so, you know, wish Chumpy your best regards in the comments, I guess, or something. But Chumpy eyeing to just forget about the last tournament. It was a heartbreaker on the second obstacle, and the fourth obstacle, he almost blew it there on the second obstacle. Chumpy's distracting me and making me all scared for him. But yeah, he really screwed up the buoy tilt, but you know, he's trying to get by that, and here he is. He screwed up massively here on the first one. He has gotten much cleaner through that. Gets a jump to the third, going for the dismount. And Chumpy is past his nemesis and now going for the Dragon Glider. And he gets the Chumpy double jump. It cost him in Tournament 14. I really should attribute it to Flame because he did it first, but I digress. And now he is rolling his way down. He gets a spring, setting up, going for the transfer, and he's across. And he's got a good pace too, 52 seconds left. There was a shot. I don't know if that was him. No, but someone else shooting. I'm not sure why that's happening. But Chumpy will get the same technique, a jump and then a spring jump, and it works out well for him. And he's got 41 seconds on the clock. And for the escape ball, he is not up in one. That is okay, though. He has got a good pace at this point. Goes for the second attempt, and he's up 33 seconds. That should be enough time. He's onto the pipe vault. He just watched Ump fail this. He rides it well, though, and gets the jump onto the swivel swing with 25 seconds left. Chumpy now getting good push on this. No punches or anything, but now he's got one jump to go. Chumpy goes for it a little late, but he is fine, and he will kind of stall a little bit going into the buzzer with 13.69 seconds left. Very fast run from Chumpy. The fact that he had a wall fail and still cleared with that much time is pretty impressive. And I do want to point out that Chumpy decided to run Stage 1 to the SpongeBob Jellyfish Jam theme. So I'm not sure if that caused him to go that fast or what it was. But either way, a very solid run. And we will see Chumpy back in Stage 2 yet again. And the floodgates may be open. That is our first clear of the tournament. And now it's time for number 33. Someone eyeing his first clear. It is GoTanks. Tanks is making his 16th appearance. This is the most appearances of anyone without a Stage 1 clear, so hopefully today will be the day for GoTanks. As he is moving his way quickly through the wire bridge and through that. He's had a really good era so far, a bit of a return to form. Obviously he has no Stage 1 clears to show for it, but he's made it deep Stage 1 in a lot of tournaments. As he's taking his time here on the diamonds, gets onto the third, and now he is really playing this Diamondback cautious today, but he is through, and now he's on to the buoy tilt. Takes a second to set up, and now here he goes. Jump from 1 to 2 is good. And oh my god, he got no tilt! GoTanks, no! That's the difficulty of this obstacle. Sometimes you panic, and your run is over in an instant, and that is what has just happened to GoTanks. But now at number 34, it is Bubba Ace. Bubba obviously has had a lot of Stage 1 fails in a row since that clear in Tournament 3, but, you know, last tournament was the best he has done since that Stage 1 clear, getting all the way to the pipe vault. He timed out and failed basically at the same time, but it was still an awesome run. And now Bubba hoping to get that second Stage 1 clear today, although he didn't do a lot of practice. Oh my god, I thought he just failed the wire bridge, but he is still okay. And now going for the Diamondback. And he overshoots the first one. That is a shocking mistake from Bubba Ace. His old nemesis, the Diamondback. It took him out twice before. It's gotten him again. That is a tough scene for Bubba. But now it's time for Tricky Cyrus, another competitor who failed at the hands of the pipe vault in the last tournament like Bubba. Tricky Cyrus only has one clear to show for himself as well. That came in Tournament 16. He's had 2 Stage 1 fails in a row since then. But Tricky, the champion of Spartan Ninja Warrior, is now on the course, making his way across the wire bridge and through that. He's now onto the diamonds. We've seen 3 different competitors today fail to jump onto the first diamond today. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but Tricky gets through no problems, very fast through that obstacle. Tricky Cyrus is now on to the buoy tilt. He's took him out in Tournament 17, and he beat it last time. Tricky actually has 2 fails on this. He failed it in Tournament 14 as well, but it's no match for him here today in Tournament 19. And now he's climbing the stairs, getting ready for the Dragon Glider. Tricky Cyrus, trampoline jump, is good. He's got 64 seconds as he starts the roll on down on the 4-degree track. Cyrus keeping a good rhythm. He gets a save jump. Second one goes for the transfer a little early, but he gets the distance across. And now it's time for the second track. It's at that steeper 5-degree angle, so it picks up speed a little faster. But he gets 2 save jumps, goes for the dismount, and he is across. 40 seconds left. Tricky Cyrus up the wall in 1. 36 seconds left. He's got plenty of time. First things first, the pipe vault. It took him out last time. Falls forward. He rode it a little late, but he is fine. Wasn't exactly the optimum dismount, but he is still A-okay. 22 seconds left on the clock. He's also not punching. Ooh, is he setting up? Oh, I thought he was setting up that left side there for a second, but he's still good. He's on the right side. 14 seconds left. Tricky Cyrus with 1 jump to go. He jumps a little late, and he gets it. Another competitor barely timing their jump a little wrong, but you know, when you get that big of a jump, it doesn't matter too much. Tricky Cyrus will be advancing to the second stage for a second time. 10.77 seconds left, a very solid run, very solid time. And now, number 36, it is RPG445, making his 17th appearance. He's only missed tournaments 2 and 3, and we've seen him in every tournament since tournament 4. Rog has been a little up and down. He's made a lot of deep stage 1s, as we've seen. He's been a huge model of consistency in at least getting to the end of stage 1, but he just doesn't have as many stage 1 clears as he probably deserves on this course. Last tournament was a great example of that. He had a great run and then failed the pipe vault, and pipe vault has taken him out 3 times in this era, so we'll see if Rog can figure that one out. Still got a long way to go to get there, as he's through the first 2 obstacles and he's now onto the diamonds. Rog, oh my goodness, he doesn't use the top of that first diamond. That was a little weird. Or the second one. That is a bit of a strange technique. I don't see too many people go for that technique, but it doesn't matter. He is through and he is on to the buoy tilt. Rog getting a good jump to the second one, and now going for the third and going for the dismount. And that was pretty smooth there by Rog. And now he is climbing his way up and getting ready for the Dragon Glider. Rog gets a good jump. He is onto the barrel, rolling on down, a minute left. Rog is going to stand up. He's going to try and slow it down by doing that. We saw Cheese do a variation of this earlier. If you ride far enough to the front, it does slow that barrel down. And he did a good job there, and he's made the transfer. And now rolling down that second track. Keeping in a pretty good rhythm, no save jumps or nothing, and Rog is through. 35 seconds left. Can he get the escape ball in 1? Yes, he can. 31 seconds left for Rog. He's lining this up. This is his bogey obstacle. Rog lands the first pole, falling forward, goes to the soul swing, and he's on it. 21 seconds left. He's not out of the woods yet. He's had trouble on this obstacle as well in the past, but he's moving at a good pace. No punches or anything either. 13 seconds left. He goes for that dismount, gets a great whip off the pole, and he just barely fails to defeat the klaxon. I mean, he didn't really hear the klaxon, but, he didn't beat it. So, 9.99. I'm not sure if that will ever be repeated, but either way, still a very solid run from Rog, and he is our 3rd clear of the day. And now, it is the turn of Spenny 37. He was in Tournament 7, took a bunch of tournaments off, came back in Tournament 15, and now has not missed a tournament. Spenny, another pipe vault victim in the last tournament. We saw 5 pipe vault fails in the last tournament. Was a very difficult obstacle. It always has been in this era, but Spenny was another one of its many victims, as he's now back on the course, making his way smoothly across the wire bridge and through that. And now, it's time for the Diamondback. It took him out 2 tournaments ago in shocking fashion on this first jump, but he is good. And now, going forward, the jump from 2 to 3. Oh, a bit of lag. That was a little strange. It looked like he just flew a mile over it, which isn't really possible. But anyways, he's through that, and now going for the buoys. Killer, riding that first one well, and he is on to the second one. Going for the third, and he is on to that, letting it tilt. Going for the dismount, and he comes up short. Killer might have jumped a little bit early there. It was just really close, just fine margins, it appears, for Killer Demand. But now it's time for Hunter Unit 751. No intro for him today. He means business after his truly disappointing run in the last tournament for his standards. He expected a lot more than failing the 4th obstacle in the last tournament. Hunter back on the course. This is actually Hunter's first time running on the day map since the introduction of night stage 1 runs in Tournament 8. So Hunter has truly been a model of consistency. He's been a bit up and down in this era, but let's see if Hunter can rekindle that consistency, maybe make a run to stage 2 or 3 today. He's now onto the Diamondback, an obstacle he's never really struggled with in the past, and that will continue to be the case. All right, the buoy tilt now. It's taken him out a couple times before. Can Hunter get through this? Gets the jump from 1 to 2, controlling it well. Gets the jump to the third one, going for the dismount, and Hunter has exacted his revenge, and now it's time for the Dragon Glider. Hunter going for that bigger trampoline jump. It was buffed in the last tournament, but it's no match for Hunter. A minute left on the clock, and now he's rolling his way down. Keeping a good rhythm. Oh my god, what's going on with that second bar? That is really strange. Okay, it didn't affect him. Thank goodness. That was very odd. Let's Let's not ask too many questions about that, I guess. Hunter, it didn't affect him. He is really controlling that second bar. It was bouncing all over the place before, but it's rolling smooth, and he gets through. 36 seconds, he's going for the escape wall, and he is up in one. 32 seconds left. Hunter now taking the second to set up here, going for the pipe vault. Lands the first one. Falling forward, going for the swivel swing, and he lands that left side. 21 seconds left. Hunter letting it pivot round, and he goes to the right side, and he barely gets there. He went maybe a little early, but he is good. Now Hunter gonna cross over, go right to left, and he comes up short. Hunter Unit 751 is out on the swivel swing, but he doesn't even fail the dismount, and he's failed the jump from 2 to 3. Oh man, I don't really recommend this crossing technique, especially because the jump from 2 to 3 is a little farther, but his timing was all off. He just wasn't getting the push he wanted, it seemed like. And again, I always say you want to get that swing pivoted around to about 12 o'clock before you go for the transfers. And that looked like on a clock face, that had to be at about 1 o'clock, maybe even 1:15. It just, if he had waited another half second, he probably makes that jump to the third swing. That's so disappointing for Hunter. It's very rare we see Hunter fail consecutive stage ones. It's his first time failing consecutive stage ones since tournament 6 and 7. But now, we saw a man spin around on the starting line that can only mean Sunnyside Splash. He's had a very impressive start to his career. Cleared stage 1 as a newcomer in 17, failed the wall climb last tournament, timed out on the last swivel swing. So, Sunny hoping to get back to above 50% on stage 1 as he's through the first 2 obstacles. Competitors are just flying through those first 2 obstacles. It can hardly commentate over him. He landed a little low there on the first diamond jump, but he much smoother on the second one, going for the transfer, and he is across. Now Sunnyside Splash, landing the first buoy, no problem. Going for the second one, going for the third, very nice, going for the dismount, and that was about as smooth as you can do that obstacle. That was incredibly well done for Sunnyside Splash. Now he's going for the Dragon Glider, and Sunny lands the barrel, and he gets a punch. I'm not sure if he's trying to speed it up or slow it down, but it looks like he has potentially sped that up. That is very risky. He did lose some time on this obstacle in the last tournament, but, Sunny is moving at a very solid pace so far. And now it's that second track. It's going to roll faster, so I wouldn't recommend speeding this one up because it rolls fast already. But Sunny handling it well, going for the dismount. He's across, 39 seconds left. He's struggled with this obstacle in the past, though. He's failed it once in each of the last 2 tournaments, but he's up in one today. 31 seconds left for Sunnyside Splash. He goes right into the pipe vault. Lands the first pipe, falling forward. Goes a little early, I think, but he is fine. He lands the swivel swing. He's got 22 seconds left. Get some good punches there. And now on that second swing, getting ready to go for the 30. Goes a little early, but he barely gets it. And now 12 seconds left for the final jump. He goes for it, and he comes up short in Sunnyside Splash. He's dispatched right at the finish line 2 tournaments in a row. He's done better than he did last time, because last time he got on that third swing and basically timed out right when he got onto it. But this tournament, he really just made the same mistake we just saw from Hunter. He was going a little bit early. Obviously, the swings were going the other way, so it's hard to use the clock face analogy. But he goes probably at about 11 o'clock, and if he had waited just a little bit more, waited for that swing to get in the optimum position, he probably makes the jump. If he had gone about there, he makes it with no problems. But instead, Sunny went early, even with time on the clock. But it's just such a difficult jump, and sometimes it doesn't matter how much time you have, you can still fail that jump. But in any event, we do have to move on, and it's time for number 40, Super Ninja Jake 2. We had 2 Brits there on the starting line. Super Ninja Jake being rooted on by Tricky Cyrus. Cyrus is already into stage 2. We'll see if Jake can join him. Jake cleared stage 1 for the first time in tournament 17. It was an awesome moment when he cleared with just half a second left. However, the last tournament went down right at the end of stage 1 on the hands of the swivel swing dismount. So I'm sure not seeing Sunny just do what he did, and Hunter also failed the swivel swing, is not exactly helping his confidence on that obstacle. He goes to the chumpy dismount on the diamonds, and now he's on to the buoys. Super Ninja Jake with 80 seconds left. He's getting clean jumps here. Didn't get a whole lot of tilt going for the dismount, but he is across. 73 seconds left. Jake climbing up, getting ready to go for the Dragon Glider. Jake gets a very nice jump. Well done there. Now rolling on down, facing the crowd. Let's see what he does here. He gets a save jump. Second one. Third one. It's at the end, and he doesn't get a jump. Oh my goodness. He was in prime position. It was all the way at the end of the track, but he just didn't get the jump off, and that happens sometimes, and that's a tough way to see Jake go out, but that is the end of his day, and it's time to turn on the lights. We have 10 runs to go. We're at 3 clears, better than where we were in the last tournament when we only had 2 clears to this point. And now at number 41, it is Strafe Helix. Goes without saying at this point, he just is Mr. Swivel Swing. He's failed it 6 different times, 5 times in this era on the final jump. Last tournament was no exception. He added another one to his resume. But we'll see what happens today as he's through the timbers and now going for the wire bridge. Strafe moving smoothly through this, as a lot of our skilled competitors are, and he is through. And now Strafe going for the diamonds. Oh my goodness, he landed a little weird there on that second one. He is much smoother there to the third and gets through that. Strafe now into the buoys. Like a good jump there, and it is. Now he goes for the third. Strafe is onto that, going for the dismount, and no problems there. So far, so good for Strafe, but now he's on to the Dragon Glider. He filled the Baby Dragon in Tournament 14, but no problems there. He filled the Baby Dragon trampoline jump, but yeah, he made that harder trampoline jump, no problem again. But now this roll, you're not out of the woods until you get to the platform. He goes a little early for the transfer, but it doesn't affect him. Strafe played that one a little dangerous to really not save that much time, but you know, it's fine now. And now he gets a save jump. Second one, he's really far forward! Oh, he's barely made that dismount. And now he's up the escape wall, and he's got 34 seconds on the clock. Oh my, he backs up. He takes a second run up here for the pipe vault. And no! Oh, Strafe, he will not fail the swivel swing today because he failed the obstacle right before it. It was a bit of a strange run. That Diamondback was weird. The Dragon Glider was weird. And then he gets to the top of the escape wall. He basically takes 2 run-ups here before the pipe vault. Didn't get the full run-up, so it was pretty much a carbon copy of what we saw from Ump Double Ump, where he landed a little bit too far back in the pole to force the pole to move a little faster. And he just wasn't able to control it and get the clean jump onto the swivel swing. But now, at number 42, it is Smoky Massacre. In the last tournament, we watched him fail the swivel swing dismount, but Smoky has really been another competitor that has been all across the board in this era. He's had some very good runs. He's had some runs that he, maybe like to forget. So we'll see what Smoky shows up here today. So he's through first obstacle, no problem. Now going for the wire bridge. Smoky controlling those jumps well. And gets on through. 95 seconds. Smoothly onto the Diamondback. Again, that mount, I'm just going to laugh about that for a while. It's just crazy that 3 people have failed to mount onto the Diamondback so far. Hopefully no one joins that group, as Smoky is onto the buoyed tilt. This took him out in Tournament 15. But he's smoothly moving his way through now and gets onto the pole and through that. And now he's making his way up, going for the Dragon Glider. Smoky gets the trampoline jump. Well done. 64 seconds left. Time to roll on down. He's facing forward, walking it down. Smoky looking smooth so far. Goes for the transfer. Timed it very well too. He went right as it was basically stopped. So that's the way you want to do it, to get the max distance to make that transfer. And now he's rolling smoothly on the second track. Goes for the dismount. No problems there. And now 38 seconds left. He sets up and he goes for the escape wall, and it's not up in 1. That is unfortunate. He's still got time. 31 seconds. He sets up. Goes for it. He's up in 2. Not as much time as he'd probably want, but 27 seconds. Smoky going for the pipe vault. He lands on it a little weird, but it's fine now, and it's rolling on down. He goes early, and he comes up short. Smoky Massacre. That is a shocker. His first time failing the pipe vault. It's an obstacle he's not really struggled with in the past, but you have to wonder if the time got in his head, because of the escape wall again. He's not been the best at this obstacle. He's often taken 2 or more attempts. He knew he needed to push the pace a little bit here. Maybe didn't get the best mount onto the pipe vault, but it actually wasn't that bad. You know, maybe landed a little bit too good to have it roll so slow, but I think that caused him to just rush this dismount. He thought he had enough momentum to land the pole and get that big punch to get the swivel swing moving forward, but I think even if he had waited the half second, landed that swing, he would have cleared with still quite a few seconds left, so it wasn't super urgent there. Either way, it is unfortunate. Smokey down on stage 1 in consecutive tournaments. And now it is time for Petrillo Fam 4. Number 43 today. 2 tournaments ago, he was number 50. However, he has 2 pre-stage 3 fails in a row, which is kind of hard to believe considering he had just an incredible run from tournaments 10 through 16. 7 stage 3s in a row, which is the all-time record. See if Petrillo can rekindle that success. Of course, last tournament he failed stage 1 for the first time since tournament 9 when he went down at the hands of the Dragon Glider. But Petrillo moving with urgency here today, and he is through the diamonds. He's now going for the buoy tilt. Petrillo. Oh my, whoa, that was some weird lag. It looked like he was about to jump for the spectator platform, which I don't really recommend because that would be a DQ. But in any event, he is through the buoys. He's now approaching the jump that took him out last time, this trampoline. Petrillo Fam 4 going for revenge. And he comes up short again! Petrillo Fam 4 out on the Dragon Glider 2 tournaments in a row. I don't believe it. Petrillo Fam, usually just such a model of consistency. Unfortunately, this big trampoline jump has gotten him again. He just didn't get a clean jump. It looked like he hit it in a pretty good spot, but you notice he false bounces. That's why he gets almost a running motion when he hits the trampoline. When you do that, it just cuts your momentum just ever so slightly. Just wasn't able to match the height and the distance necessary to make it across. And that is unfortunate for Petrillo. Hopefully he can get his revenge on that Dragon Glider in the next tournament. But in the meantime, it is time for number 44. It is Fireball ZXZ. Fireball has had quite a return to form. Tournament 15, obviously, that crazy run when he went from failing stage 1 a bunch of times in a row to being the first person to defeat the Giga Cliffhanger. Tournament 16, he failed right at the end of stage 3. Tournament 17 got to stage 3 again. However, last time it was a pipe vault fail. He was the 5th and final victim of the pipe vault to go today. And now he is moving his way quickly through, trying to return to stage 2 yet again. Fireball going for the diamonds, going quickly on this, going for the dismount, and he is through. And now Fireball going for the buoys. Clean jump there from 1 to 2. No sweat there. It looked like from 2 to 3. He's being very patient. That was great jump awareness to realize the speed and the velocity that buoy was tilting. He's now going for the Dragon Glider. He just watched Petrillo fail this, but he got a great jump. No problems there. And now he is rolling his way down. His pace is really good to this point as well. Fireball, 55 seconds left in the clock as he rolls closer and closer, goes to the transfer, and he gets across. Now that second track, rolling on down, staying on that front half, facing forward. Nothing wrong with that. He's kept himself in really good control, goes to the dismount, and he's across. 36 seconds left, sets up, goes for the escape wall, up in 1. 32 seconds left. Oh my goodness, that was another strange lag spike. But he goes to the pipe vault, lands first one, goes for the swivel swing, and he's gotten his revenge from last time, but he's still got the swivel swing to go. 21 seconds left, time is good, and he's getting very solid punches. 17 seconds left, he's got just 1 jump to go. Fireball goes a little early. Oh my goodness, he gets a huge save jump. He probably needed it. That was very ill-advised. He didn't use the pole or anything there on that dismount. Somehow, without using the pole, without timing it right, Fireball made the dismount, but only just. But, you know, it doesn't matter now. It's probably worth another look here, because my goodness, he made this scary. You really want to use that pole because it helps you get a little bit more sprint, a little bit more boost. He didn't do that. He also jumped early. But, you know, it doesn't matter now, because he has made the jump, and and he will be on to stage 2 yet again. Well done, Fireball. And now we're up to 4 clears. And now it's time for Alpha Puma wearing number 45 today. In a tournament last time where there was a lot of just down, sad moments, Puma really was a bright spot. In which, think about last tournament, only 5 people cleared. And one of them was this man. After a bunch of stage 1 fails in a row, 9 to be exact, Puma broke through, got to stage 2. Fortunately went down in the hands of the ball glider, but Puma would love to make it back to back here in this tournament. He gets a slide going into the wire bridge, very interesting, but nothing wrong with that. And now speeding his way across and through. And now going for the diamonds. Puma goes for the second one, he's good. Now going for the third, using that right side exclusively, nothing wrong with that. Again, a lot of different ways to do that obstacle. Just, got to get your way through it. As is this one, the buoy tilt. Just got to play the hands you're dealt with how it tilts, but Puma is handling it with no problems, and he is through, and now climbing his way up, going for the dragon glider. He goes right for it. Puma gets the trampoline. Well done. 61 seconds left. He is now rolling on down, and he is being very erratic here. This is very dangerous. He's keeping himself on the barrel somehow, going for the transfer, and he's across. 49 seconds left. Puma now on the second track. He is doing this again. I have no idea how he's doing this, but he's finding a way to make it work. He gets a save jump, goes to the dismount, and he's across. 38 seconds left. Going for the escape wall. Up in 1. 34 seconds left. Puma with a very solid time to this point. Now he lands the pipe vault. Goes for the dismount, and he's off of it, and he's got 25 seconds. What in the world? Super early jump on the first one, as well as the second one. This is super dangerous. He doesn't have to be a hero here. He goes for the dismount, and he is across. Oh my god. Oh, he almost did a Chris Tournament 4. He made the dismount and then jumped, and he very nearly jumped over the buzzer. That would have been a bit of a disaster. The buzzer kind of saved him, I'm not going to lie. What was really a perfect run through the first 7 obstacles, he made that very, very odd there on the swivel swing. But in any event, Puma is back to stage 2 for the second tournament in a row. Well done to him. And now, it is time for Sonic Fan 10193. It's just so funny to think about Sonic as he does his little death intro. Sonic was so bad on this course in the first 2 eras of this course, and ever since the beginning of this era, he has become a new man with all of his Stage 1 clears. He's got 6 to be exact out of the last 7 tournaments. And then he's even got a Stage 3 in there in Tournament 16. However, the last 2 tournaments have not gone very well on Stage 2. So we'll see if Sonic can get another Stage 1 clear to his name today, as he is moving smoothly across the timbers and now going for the wire bridge. Sonic, not exactly one to call obstacles their right names. He would continue to call that obstacle the Bungee Bridge, but it is not the Bungee Bridge. That would be copyright infringement. I don't know. I just wanted to be different and make Sonic mad, and I think I succeeded. But anyways, he's through the wire bridge and the Diamondback, and now he's onto the buoy tilt. Oh, he ran to that pole a little bit, but it didn't affect him. He got a crazy tilt there on the second one, but he gets onto the third, goes for the dismount, and he is across. All right, crisis averted there. That was a bit of a dangerous buoy tilt, but he survives and now goes for the Dragon Glider. Sonic gets the mount, if not just. Landed a little bit close to the edge there, but he is okay. Now he rolls on down. He's doing that face forward. We've seen quite a few people do this. I think it's very difficult to keep control of, but whatever works for you is good by me. You just got to get through this obstacle. 45 seconds left. As he's rolling his way down on that second track. It's a little bit far forward, but he is okay. Goes to the dismount, and he is through. And now he is setting himself up, going for the escape wall. And he's up in 1. 31 seconds left. Sonic Fan now has the pipe vault in front of him. He landed a little bit far forward. We saw that happen with Smokey, but he is okay. Takes his time and gets onto the swivel swing and gets a massive punch as he lands on it. 19 seconds left. He goes side to side here. We'll see if he goes like Hunter. No, he will stay to that right side. And now he's got 12 seconds, goes for the dismount, and he's made it with flying colors. 9.42 seconds left on the clock. Sonic Fan 10193, another Stage 1 clear for him, and he has truly become one of our most consistent competitors on Stage 1, and that is great to see. But now at number 47, It is time for Flamosaurus. It's hard to believe the odd-numbered tournament curse. We'll see if today's the day in which he breaks it. In this era, he's cleared stage 1 in all of the even-numbered tournaments and failed stage 1 in all of the odds. So the fact that 19 is on the starting sign and is probably not something that pleases him, but we'll see what happens to Flame today. Flame in the last tournament was so close to getting this. Oh my god! Whoa! Okay, that was weird. That was just massive lag. I was about to talk about the last tournament, and then he gave me a heart attack, or the game did on the wire bridge. And then he got a save jump there on the Diamondback. Flame got so close to stage 3 in the last tournament, went down on the supermarket. Time ran out when he was just 2 walls away from the buzzer. Flame getting a ton of tilt there on that first buoy, and now a lot less on the second one, but he got a lot more outward jump, and that's what matters, and Flame is through that obstacle. And now he's onto the Dragon Glider, sets himself up, goes for it. Flame gets the double jump. Well done there. I really should call that double jump the Flame technique. Chumpy is not really responsible for that in any circumstance. But anyways, Flame rolling his way down, bit side to side there towards the end, but he is okay. And now 45 seconds left. He is rolling his way down on the second one. Flame looking good. Nothing crazy here. He goes for the dismount a little early, but it doesn't matter. 34 seconds left. Flame going for the escape wall, and he's up in 1. 29 seconds left, and now it's time for the pipe vault. Flame lands the first pipe, falls forward, goes for the swivel swing. Yes, sir. 21 seconds left. Flame should have enough time in the hand. He's just got to make these jumps, and he's moving them very fast on it as well. 13 seconds left. He's got 1 jump to go. He runs into the pole. He goes right. A little interesting, but he is through. 9.63 seconds left. He has beaten Sonic Fan's time by 0.21. He beat Sonic by, I believe, like 400ths in the last tournament. So those 2 Texans now keep finishing with the same amount of time. But you know what? Flame has just cleared stage 1 in an odd-numbered tournament. Way to go, Flame!
Don't put it me.
The streak is over, baby. We gaming.
Bam 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 bam
I really should have celebrated Flame's clear more, but that was just such a smooth run. And you never guess that Flame has had the troubles on stage 1 that he has. Also, love the rendition of the clear music from our crowd there. But either way, we are now up to 7 clears, and now we have the man who finished in first place in the last tournament, Cobra. He has really broken out in recent tournaments. Failed stage 1 in his first 7 appearances on this course, but since then he has been really solid, setting a personal best in the last tournament by failing the castle wall. First things first for Cobra, back to stage 1. And he's making his way smoothly across the wire bridge and through that. Cobra always kind of doubts himself in these tournaments. I mean, you've heard it in his interviews in the last 2 tournaments that he wasn't feeling great in really, any of his clears. So the fact that he has done as well as he has in recent tournaments is just a testament to his jumping ability. As he's on the buoy tilt, he gets a lot of tilt there on that second one, goes for the third, and going for the dismount, and he is there. And now Cobra onto the Dragon Glider. He was worried about this. Cobra. Oh my goodness, he gets a massive jump. I'm not sure how he did that. It looked like it had to be some sort of double jump. But in any event, he is onto it, now rolling his way down. It's save jump. Second one goes for the transfer, and he gets it. If not a little early, but you know what? It doesn't matter. He is through. Now rolling on down on that second track. 47 seconds, he gets a save jump. Second one, he save jumped a little forward, but it doesn't matter, and he's got a lot of time left. 41 seconds for the escape wall. He is up in 1. 37 seconds left. Cobra goes for the pipe vault. Lands first one. And gets the dismount. 30 seconds left. He has plenty of time in hand. No need to be a hero here on the swivel swing. As he's making these jumps pretty smooth. Gets a huge punch there. Runs and makes the dismount. And Cobra clears with 17.14 seconds left. The fastest time so far. I believe Puma actually had the fastest time before that. That would have been quite something to marvel at. Puma getting a fastest time here on this course. But Cobra with a very solid run, and he's now trying to do the whole thing backwards. And, oh my goodness, that jump is really hard to make off of the support bars of the pipe vault. Oh, I think this is what he had in mind. I'm like, is he going to do the whole course backwards? No, he's going to try and destroy the Mongoose, and he has succeeded. Cobra with a very solid run. Well done to him. That is 4 stage 1 clears in a row. Oh, now he's doing the pipe vault again. Let's see if he shows off and makes it. Oh, he has. All right, we're going to let him have his fun through the art of movie magic as we move on to number 49. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Joey Davis, formerly known as Vase, formerly known as Avesia. He's now V Snowball V. These gamer tags continue to get worse for Joey Davis, but you know what? The fact of the matter is just because the name on the bottom of the screen says something stupid, I can still call him Joey Davis, and that's what I'm going to call him. Joey, of course, the last time he was here in Tournament 17, failed on the final stage. His first time getting to the final. He's been eyeing that for so long. He's the only competitor in this era to get to the final so far. Hoping to get to the final again, maybe make a run at the top today. As Joey, a man known for his speed, is smoothly through the first 3 obstacles very fast, and now he's on to the buoy tilt. Can't take anything for granted here. He gets a lot of tilt on that second one, but he gets to jump to the third, going for the dismount. He's across. Joey now eyeing up the Dragon Glider. It's been made harder since the last time he tried it. Joey gets the mount onto it. Joey rolling his way down. And he gets a save jump. Second save jump. Goes for the transfer. He is good, and he's got plenty of time as well. 50 seconds left as he's on the second track. Rolling down, he gets a save jump. A second one. Goes for the dismount. He's through. 42 seconds left. And he goes right into the escape wall and up in one. 37 seconds left. He's got the pipe vault now. Lands the first one, falling forward, and gets onto the swivel swing. And now he gets a crazy jump there off that first one. Joey is moving fast, and he's onto the third. He's got 1 jump to go. Joey gets an incredible jump, no crouch or nothing required. 19 seconds even. That is a very solid time. And Joey Davis is back, folks. And that is his 11th clear in a row, which matches the record from Weapon Matt as far as appearances. But, you know, Matt does have the consecutive tournaments record since Joey missed the last one. And speaking of the man himself, here he is, Weapon Matt. He hasn't been far and away the number 1 competitor on this course in this era, but, you know, he's been super consistent. He's made 5 stage 3s in a row now, and see if Matt can keep that streak of success going. Obviously, he was disappointed with his fail in the Infinity Rings last time, but you know, second place, being one of only 2 people to get to stage 3, is nothing to really be disappointed in. And now Matt has his hopes set on getting back to stage 3, maybe farther today, as he's moving smoothly through the first 3 obstacles. No problems for the 2-time Grand Champion, and now he's on the buoy tilt. It's a good jump to the second one, going for the third, and now the dismount. And Matt is through without any issue, going right for the Dragon Glider, and he gets it. Well done. All right. Pretty bold statement from Matt. The basically 1 jump that's ever taken him out on stage 1, and he just rushed right into it, and no sweat for him as he goes for the transfer, and he gets that with no issues. Weapon Matt looking very solid so far, but he's still got a bit to go. Gets a second save jump, goes for the dismount, and he's across. Oh, and he's going to get a double jump kind of thing. And it's worked. An interesting escape wall technique, but it worked out for him. He's got 35 seconds left, and he's got the pipe vault in front of him. He lands it, and it's not moving very fast. It's going now. He goes maybe a little early, but he's fine. He's on to the swivel swing. 26 seconds left. Matt getting good pushes. Gets a lot of whip off the pole there, and now he's got 1 jump to go. And Matt is across 17.09. Cobra has just barely gotten him for the second fastest time, but you know what? That was still a very solid effort from Weapon Matt. Really nowhere on that stage did he look in danger, and you know, it's just the confidence and the mark of just why this man is the 2-time Grand Champion. And he'll become our 10th stage 1 clear today, double the mark of last time. We'll see Joey, Cobra, Matt, Puma, Chumpy, Fireball, Cyrus, Rog, Flame, and Sonic all into Stage 2. We saw some very high clear times, despite the time actually being pretty difficult on this stage. As for the fails, they were actually pretty consistent to last tournament. We saw the same number of people get up the escape wall as we saw last time, 15, but we saw only 5 fails in the last 2 obstacles compared to the 10 we saw last time. But now we're on to Stage 2, and it all kicks off, as it has in the recent tournaments, with the beam flipper. Make those corner jumps, jump around those columns, don't pull a Sonic fan, and then you're onto the wall climb, jump up the 8 pegs. Very difficult jumps on that obstacle, and then you're onto the ball glider. Been around since Tournament 1, so you should know it by now. But if it's your first time watching the show, you just roll the 2 balls down the track, and then make that big dismount onto the circle twist. You must land on the pegs. If you go up on top on the dismount, you are out. And then you make the big transfers in between the circles. And then you're onto the Pandora's box. You gotta stick one of those 2 very small ledges, and then go for the pole, and go for the dismount. Then climb your way up and get in the Mongoose, drive it off for the super launch. You gotta time your jump really nicely and land that small island. And if you land that island, you got just one thing in between you and the buzzer. And this is a supermarket. You got 8 walls to crawl your way around. Get to the buzzer. And if you can get to that buzzer in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, 5 seconds more than last time, you're on to Stage 3.
I mean, if my name is anywhere linked to Hunter Unit 751, I'm clearly doing something very, very wrong. So I'm gonna need to step my game up on the Stage 2. I'm gonna, get by every obstacle because I said so, and if not, Irish is grounded. So we're just gonna do Vanene on some obstacles, go to Stage 3.
Stage 1 was pretty good for me. I wasn't expecting to clear, because in practice I never cleared Stage 1. But I put it all down. Looking at Stage 2, it definitely feels intimidating being up here for the second time. I really want to beat this bull glider, because my goal is to always do better than I did before. And to beat this ball glider, it would be nice. Going into this, we're running this course at 3 a.m. At night at my time. It's gonna be hard for me. I'm gonna be tired while I'm running the course, but I think going into this, I might have a decent chance of clearing. Let's just hope I don't fall asleep during this run.
Feels pretty good to get my 7th Stage 1 clear this tournament. And then that means I have to face this Stage 2. Hello Darkness, my old friend. This circle twist has got my name on it, but we'll see if we can set a personal best.
Shoot, man! Joining the 10 clear club, the TCC club, whatever you want to call it, feels amazing. I had a little bit of sketchness on that last obstacle, Stage 1. Good thing I wear size 18 size shoes, or I would not have made it. Stage 1, besides that, went pretty dang smooth. Now on to Stage 2. I'm feeling pretty confident. I got a few obstacles in the back of my head that I'm a little worried about, but I'd say overall I'm feeling pretty confident on Stage 2. Hopefully looking to get back to Stage 3, but we'll see what happens.
I felt really good on Stage 1. I think it's a lot of the obstacles have been around for a while. I've kind of gotten my groove. I felt really comfortable on all of them. And I'm really happy to be back. I didn't think I'd be back so soon, or at all in general. So I'm glad to be here. I hope I can beat this ball obstacle. My goal is the Pandora's box, but if I beat that, I was beating it towards the end of practice. So I feel like it's possible to get to Stage 3, and I would like to try Stage 3.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to be on Stage 2 again. Glad to not have any disaster moments on Stage 1, despite it not being the cleanest run. This tournament, I'm hoping to, at the very least, redeem myself on these first 2 obstacles because of how they've taken me out in the past. But past that, I mean, that's goal number 1. If I can do that, then obviously we're looking to hopefully make a push to beat the stage.
So I knew on Stage 1 I had a bit of a pattern going, clearing in even tournaments, failing in odd, and I'm really happy to finally break that streak and get back to Stage 2 in an odd number tournament, because Last time I was here in an odd tournament, I beat the stage for my only time. I don't think that's happening again, but stranger things have happened. Maybe through some miracle I can get back to the stage where I will for sure die instead of this stage where I will just probably die.
I seriously do not know how I even managed to get past stage 1. I honestly thought I was going to go stage 1 this tournament, but I guess I did. As for stage 2, practice for me has been going a little bit not good, but anything can happen. I do hope to get to stage 3, but if I don't, at least I got to stage 2.
Going into this tournament, I did not feel confident at all. I did like 30 minutes of practice at most, so I just kind of went for it, and I went fast, and I cleared. So getting to stage 2 for 11th time in a row for appearances, that's nice. I don't feel good, but I don't feel bad. There's not really anything I'm worried about, so I'll probably just mess up something. I don't know. I might clear, I might fail. Who knows? But hopefully I can get to stage 3 again and hopefully get back to that tower.
Stage 1 was probably the most nervous I've been for stage 1 of this course since 12, so it was nice to be able to pull through. I had to stop and take a breather a couple times, but the time was really good. The run felt smooth, but it wasn't at the same time. Stage 2, I mean, anything on stage 2 can take me out, but since I've beaten this stage before and I've got a little bit more time under my belt, I think I should be okay, but I mean, I beat stage 1 again, so I can't complain.
Alright, here we go. We have 10 competitors left to take on the second stage. Stage 1 was looking a little rough. We only saw 3 clears for the first 43 competitors, but then the last 7 competitors all cleared. First to go of our 10 is Chumpy. Chumpy's been first a few times. We'll see if Chumpy can find his way through this very difficult second stage. It sounds like there's a fight going on in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the audio, but there's a lot of punching, it seems like, in the gallery. But Chumpy is through the beam flipper, no problems. He's onto the wall climb. Chumpy had SpongeBob music playing in the background to work for him on stage 1. He's using it again here on stage 2 as he's climbing up this wall. I touched on it a little bit in the overview. There's 5 extra seconds here on the clock, so room maybe for another mistake or two. Take a little bit more time if needed, but it's still a difficult time limit. You got to keep moving. But Chumpy, very solid through the first 2 obstacles, and he's onto the ball glider. This obstacle has given him trouble. He failed this in 16, and he basically almost failed it in 17, although he landed on the peg. And I don't know how to describe the 17 fail, but he makes the transfer across, and now Chumpy rolling on down. Second track, just trying to keep himself under control, get himself ready to go for the dismount. Chumpy lands the first peg, gets a save jump, doesn't do anything crazy, tries to go for the second jump, and Chumpy is now on to the new and improved circle twist. And now he sets up, goes to the second circle, and he's good. He's got a minute left as he's about halfway through the second circle, about halfway through the stage, so we'll see what he can do here as he gets the second transfer. Chumpy with 50 seconds left on the clock, moving his way around, setting himself up, and gets through. 45 seconds left, not the most time in the world, but if he moves fast, he's going to clear, I think, and he gets the Pandora's box and gets the pole and gets off of it. 36. He's just got to keep moving here. He's just got to keep pushing the pace, but the super launch has given him trouble in the past. He's failed it twice before. Chumpy lands the island. 25 seconds left. Chumpy might be good as long as he doesn't do anything crazy. You want to have about 20 seconds going into this obstacle, and he had about 22 once he really started getting into it. 15 seconds left. He's got a few walls left to go. 10 seconds left. He's still got 3 walls. Don't do anything crazy. Don't get hung up. 5 seconds. He comes to the last wall. He gets around the corner, and Chumpy has cleared stage 2 for just the second time in his career. For the first time since Tournament 5, we will see Chumpy on the 3rd stage. His gamer tag was Atlantic Champ back then. That's how long it's been. I don't know if that's a milestone worth celebrating, being 2 gamer tags ago. Either way, Chumpy finally put it all together. We've known he could have done it here for a while. And Chumpy pulled it off. It wasn't the cleanest run here up the wall climb. Had a couple big saves to get through. Just was living on the edge. Didn't really talk about it too much, but didn't matter. He made the jumps where he needed to, and Chumpy will be back onto the 3rd stage.
Alright, you don't have a lot of time,
Yes.
Chappy.
Come on.
I'm just kidding. Way to go, baby. Let's f***ing go, Chappy.
Yes. Yes.
He did it!
Let's go, Chop. Yes.
And
Oh
everyone
my
immediately
God.
comes to celebrate by beating the pulp out of them.
This is
Solid
such
run,
poor
Jumpy.
music for this moment. Oh my god.
Dude, I'm so concerned that now we have to hear that music every time he runs.
I kind of agree with Snoz. This is kind of a problematic trend that Chumpy is suddenly playing SpongeBob music, and he's returned to his old form. Apparently, that's what he needed. But either way, well done to him. And now it's time for Tricky Cyrus. Second time here. Last time he was here in Tournament 16, he failed the ball glider. We'll see if he can improve on that run. This stage looks a lot different, though, than how it was in Tournament 16. Tournament 17 was where it got that big overhaul, and it got made a lot tougher. Tricky Cyrus looking pretty good, and he's through the beam flipper. And he did that in about 22 seconds. Again, your target time is between 20 and... You want to beat it in less than 20, but no more than 25. 25 is your absolute maximum on the beam flipper, but he missed the jump there to the fourth peg on the wall climb. He falls down to the second. Goes to the fourth again. Almost overshot it there, but he's good now. And oh my goodness, he almost overshot that fifth one. Tricky Cyrus is making a few mistakes here on the wall climb. Not going at the fastest pace, and he's barely making these jumps. He barely made the seventh one. He's got one to go, though, and he makes it, gets up on top. 83 seconds left. It's not really where you want to be, but you know what? It's still doable with the solid back half. But this start on the ball glider is not good. He just spent about 10 seconds here, and now he's rolling this ball really slow. Clear might already be out of the equation here for Tricky Cyrus, but he goes to the transfer and gets across. And now he's going really slow again. He might just be eyeing a personal best here, and then he'll pick up the pace. As he's staying crouched here on the second ball, rolling on down, he falls forward and he touches the track, and Tricky Cyrus out again on the ball glider. He has 2 stage 2 appearances, and he has 2 ball glider fails. And that is unfortunate, but you know what? The ball glider is really tough. It's why it's been in every tournament, but still nothing to be ashamed of for Tricky Cyrus. And now it's time for Rago, number 36. Rog has not exactly had the best luck on this stage. He's 0 for 6 on it. We'll see what he does here as he's going down that other side of the beam flipper, keeping it interesting, but he just flew through that obstacle. He did that obstacle in about 15 seconds. Rog is pushing the pace, and now going up the wall, and he's moving fast. Very solid so far from Rog, and he's on to the 6th. Going for the 7th. He's got one more to go. He's up to the 8th, and he gets through, and he's got 105 seconds left. That is a very rapid pace. I think that's maybe the fastest, about as fast as we've seen anyone do the first 2 obstacles since the wall climb got brought back. It's at least on par with the fastest, if not the fastest. But anyways, Rog made a good transfer there, and now rolling down on the second track. He's never failed this obstacle. Rog will keep that going. He gets a save jump there at the start of the circle twist, and here he goes across this. He has failed this obstacle twice in this era, the old version in Tournament 12, the new version in Tournament 17. Here he goes for the first transfer. He is good. He gets a save jump there, and now working his way around, getting himself closer and closer to this second transfer. He failed this in Tournament 17. Rog goes for it, and he gets across. Rog, 52 seconds left. He's making his way around, not at the fastest pace, but he is through. 46 seconds left. It's time for Pandora's Box. Rog already has a personal best, but he won stage 3. He gets a save jump, and he is good. He sticks the ledge, goes for the pole, goes to the dismount, and he's across, if not barely. But he has now got 31 seconds left. It's Rog's first time taking on the super launch. Can Rog find the island? And yes, he can! Time ticking down, 21 seconds. This is going to be close for Rog. He's going to need to fly here. 16 seconds left. He's moving good so far. 12 seconds left. He's coming to the harder walls, narrower ledges. 8 seconds left. 3 walls to go. He's going to have to keep moving. Gets around the 7th. No! He's in the water. Rog is out. Oh my goodness. We saw Flame go out on that 7th wall in the last tournament, but Flame basically timed out. Rog was moving, trying to get to the buzzer in time, and it was such a solid run. But just a few moments where he probably could have picked up the pace on the circle twist appeared to have cost him, and he just came uncrouched just a little too early coming around the corner. And he couldn't get to that 8th wall. It would have been so close. I don't know if he would have made it or not, but it would have been right on the buzzer if he would have made it or would have timed out. But still, nothing to feel bad for Rog. It's a personal best, and I think he knows he's more than capable of getting to stage 3 now. I think he's had a few tournaments where he's lacked confidence in stage 2, but look at him now. But now it's time for Fireball. He's making his 10th stage 2 appearance. I will admit I've made a few errors in recent tournaments. The last few tournaments, ever since 15, I have not included his tournament 4 minefield fail. So you may notice that if you go back and watch 15 through 17, all those stage 2 graphics are wrong. So sorry about that. Fireball's making his 10th appearance here today on stage 2, and by the time I've gotten that little disclaimer out, he is moving smoothly through and almost to the top of the wall climb, and now he is with 101 seconds left. And now he's onto the ball glider. Fireball has failed this obstacle once before in Tournament 8. He struggled with it a couple other times. We'll see if Fireball can handle it again today. Goes to the transfer, and he gets that. And now he's got to pick up speed for this 15-degree track. Fireball handling it well. Goes for the dismount. And he's on the circle twist. 73 seconds left. Fireball, so far so good. He beat this exact stage in Tournament 17 with 5 less seconds on the clock. So Fireball, you'd think, should be home free, but you know, it's still a difficult stage even with those extra 5 seconds. He goes to the second transfer, and he's across. 55 seconds left. Fireball keeping a very steady, solid pace across this obstacle. Goes to the dismount, and he's through. 48 seconds left. It's time for Pandora's Box. Can Fireball stick the ledge? Gets a save jump, and he lands it. Now he's got to get himself to the pole in the dismount, and he's across. 38 seconds left. He's climbing his way up. And now it's time for the super launch. Fireball. Can he land the island? Yes, he can. 26 seconds left. He should have time in hand to make his way around the 8 walls. And as he comes to the third, he's around that 18 seconds left. Fireball has a lot more time than Rog did. Just no mistakes, and Fireball will be back to stage 3. He's got 10 seconds left, 2 walls to go. He gets around the 7th wall, gets around the 8th, gets to the buzzer, and clears with 5.56 seconds left on the clock. He would have cleared with just 0.56 in the last 2 tournaments, but you know what? He used those extra 5 seconds, took his time where he needed to, and Fireball will be moving on to stage 3 yet again. And now it's time for Alpha Puma, number 45. He knows the pain that Rog went through a few minutes ago, because Puma actually failed jumping into the supermarket when he basically forgot where to go in Tournament 4, and then it took him until the very last tournament to get back to stage 2 where he failed the ball glider. But now Puma, here he is, making his way across the beam flipper. Last tournament, he took 28 seconds on this obstacle, and that was much improved. He beat that in 19 seconds. That was fantastic from Puma. And now he's making his way up the wall. Puma, I think last tournament was so shocked to get to stage 2, he didn't really set any expectations for himself on stage 2. We heard him. He wants to get to stage 3 in this tournament, and it would be awesome to see. So far, so good here on the wall. He's got 1 jump to go, and he gets up on top. 98 seconds left. Puma now has the ball glider, and he is rolling on down. It's picking up a lot of speed. No wrangle, which took him out last time, and he gets the transfer, so it's better than last time, but he's still got the harder 15-degree track, and he falls off the front. Picked up a lot of speed. I mean, look at how fast that ball's going. He just didn't really control that ball. It was just absolutely flying down the track, and unfortunately, Puma out on the ball glider for the 2nd time in a row. It's still a good tournament for him. And now we move on to Sonic Fan 10193. His 7th time here, he's 1 for 6. And this is the obstacle he wants his revenge on right away. The beam flipper. And he gets the bit of a weird jump. He got a bit of a pole whip there. It's almost like the final jump of the swivel swing there with how he just did that. But yeah, he's across that 2nd beam. He's now into the 3rd. Now, don't do anything crazy here. Gets the dismount across. All right, better than last time. Now, he's got to make this jump, and he's done better than Tournament 17. So, this is already better than the last 2 tournaments for Sonic Fan. Oh, but he misses the jump to the 4th, and he gets a big save jump on the 2nd. It's going to cost him some time. Sonic's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit now. Sonic gets onto the 6th barely. He's struggling a little bit here, but he's keeping a very solid pace going. 94 seconds left. Not great, but not terrible by any circumstance. He still should be able to make this. 85 seconds left. He's rolling on down. About ready to go for the transfer, and he's gotten that. Sonic Fan now on that 15-degree track. He just watched Cyrus and Puma fail at the hands of this second track. Goes to the dismount, and Sonic is through the ball glider again, but he's onto the circle twist and making his way around. And now he's got the big transfer to the second one. He's good. Sonic now 56 seconds left. Got to keep it moving. And now the second transfer. Sonic. And he comes up short. He didn't get the crouch off in time to land the third circle. That is unfortunate. It is a massive jump here between the second and third circle. This is Sonic's first time taking on this version of this obstacle, and he just couldn't get the crouch in time. Just a really late crouch, unfortunately, and that is the end of Sonic Fan 10193's day. And now it's time for Flamosaurus, number 47. He's 1 for 9 on this stage. We will see if Flame can push his way through to stage 3. We heard him say last time he cleared an odd-numbered tournament, he beat the whole stage. And someone shot the mine at the end of stage 1 to begin his run, I guess. I don't know if that's a starting signal or good luck charm or whatever, but oh well. He's on the beam flipper. He's one of 2 people to fail this obstacle. Sonic in the last tournament, and we watched him fail it in tournament 14, but it was a lot harder back then, and Flame gets through the beam flipper. He's onto the wall climb. Flame onto the 3rd, the 4th, and now, oh, he's going to spring to the 5th. It looks like he's going to start spring jumping. Again, those jumps get progressively higher, and then the last few are all perfect crouches, but it's no match for Flamosaurus, and he's got 95 seconds left. Rolling on down on the first track of the ball glider. Keeping a good rhythm. He goes to the transfer, and he gets across. Now taking his time, setting himself up here for the second track. He's keeping a very solid rhythm. Look at the ball control. Goes to the dismount, and well done. He's on the circle twist, 70 seconds left. This is the obstacle that took him out in tournament 12. Took out Sonic in that tournament as well. Took out Rog as well, so the whole tournament 12 circle twist crew are back here today. But any event, this is the jump he just watched Sonic fail. This 55 seconds, he goes for it, and he gets it. 51 seconds left. Flame making his way around that last circle, goes to the dismount, and he's across. 45 seconds. It's gonna be close. Flame needs to keep it moving. He goes for Pandora's box, and he lands the ledge, goes for the pole, and gets off of it. He's climbing the stairs up to the super launch. Took him out in tournament 16. He beat it in the last tournament, though. Can Flame beat it today? Flame jumps and lands. 23 seconds left. He's got a little bit more time than he had last time, but he's still got to keep moving here. 18 seconds coming to the second wall. Flame just watch his Power Rago fail the same wall he failed last time. He can't let that get in his head. He's got 10 seconds for 3 walls. No mistakes here, and he will be on to stage 3. Gets around the 7th wall, coming to the 8th wall, gets around, gets to the buzzer, and we will see Flame in stage 3 for the second time in his career. His first time here since tournament 11. That is just awesome to see from Flame. Just like Chumpy, he's been such a great competitor on other courses. Really a great competitor on this course. He just doesn't have the stage 3s to show for it. But he'll add a second one to his resume like him. And that is awesome to see. But now it's time for number 48. This is Cobra. He knows what it's like to get his second clear on the stage 2 because he did that in just the very last tournament. And he gets a skip there very early on the beam flipper. Cobra is flying through this obstacle. He's trying to, I guess, save up some time for the later obstacles. Look at him go! He just beat it in 14 seconds again. That's the pace we saw from Cobra in the last tournament. And somehow he was able to pull off the same pace And now with 5 extra seconds, Cobra will have even more time. It's not like Cobra needed more time. He beat this stage with plenty of time left in the grand scheme in the last 2 tournaments. But he's up the wall with 108 seconds left. That would have been 103 in the last tournament. That is the fastest pace I've ever seen through the first 2 obstacles. That's actually insane. So Cobra, plenty of time on the clock. He just needs to execute the rest of the course, and he'll be on to stage 3, hypothetically. But now, he got the transfer, and now it's time for that second track. And he's getting a little all over the place, but hanging in there, going for the dismount, and he's across. Cobra, 80 seconds left, making his way around that circle twist. And gets the end of that first one, going for the second. He's good. Now, 70 seconds left. Cobra's pace is just phenomenal so far, but this jump is hard. Took out Sonic, but not Cobra. And going around that third circle now. Oh my goodness, he almost overshot the last peg. That would have been a disaster, but he is through. 54 seconds. He's going right for Pandora's box. He sticks the ledge. Well done. Jumping for the pole. And going... Oh my goodness! Cobra flies over the pole! What a crazy way to fail that obstacle. Cobra is out on Pandora's box in just a baffling fashion. Oh my goodness, I didn't think anyone would ever fail this obstacle like that. Cobra flew over the pole. He was just so focused on direction, he didn't really notice his pace, and it's almost like he gets extra momentum by running into the wall, and he flies over the pole. I don't believe it. Cobra just had to be looking ahead. He did the hard part of the obstacle by sticking the ledge. And unfortunately, that's the problem with this stage 2. You make one mistake, and it's most of the time it's all over, and that's what just happened to Cobra. Wow, quite a stunning way to see him go out there. But now it's time for Joey Davis, making his 11th consecutive appearance in stage 2. And we will see how this man full of speed handles his extra 5 seconds from the last time he was here in Tournament 17. Handling the beam flipper pretty well. He's not doing this anywhere nearly as fast as Cobra, but still pretty good. 19 seconds to the first obstacle, and now he's onto the wall climb. Joey going a bit side to side, and he is okay. He's changed his strategy here for these harder jumps. Probably recommended because these jumps are not easy. But now he's got 1 jump left. He gets up to the top. 104 seconds left. Another really good pace to the first 2 obstacles. Our competitors really moving with urgency, which is what you have to do on this stage. Just because it's time limit's 2:20, you really can't hang about. You gotta keep moving. And Joey is doing that right now as he made the first transfer. And oh my goodness, he got really far forward, but thankfully it was just lag. And now he's keeping a good rhythm, going for the dismount, and he is across. And now he's on the circle twist. 75 seconds left. Joey backs himself up, goes forward the transfer, and he's good. Around that second circle. Now all of our competitors use that right side. That left side's available. We've seen Petrullo use that left side in the past, and you know, it's a little lonely at this point, I think. But Joey makes that second transfer. He's got 56 seconds left on the clock. Gets around to the final peg, goes to the dismount, and he's got 51. He's gonna at least use the left side on Pandora's box. He's done this a lot. Joey lands the ledge. Now going for that pole. Apparently it's not as easy as I thought, but you know what? Joey handled it with no issues there. And now he jumps his way up, gets in the mongoose for the super launch. This is an obstacle Joey has never had a problem with in the past. Joey lands the island. Well done. 28 seconds left. This should be no problem for him as far as pace. As long as he doesn't do anything wild and fall in the water, Joey should be on to stage 3. Gets around the first 4 walls in a rapid pace. Gets around the 5th, the 6th, coming to the 7th. Still no klaxon. He will just now hear the klaxon coming to the final wall. Take his time on that last wall. You might as well. Don't do anything crazy. Joey Davis will be back onto the 3rd stage. A very solid performance there on stage 2. Went fast in the early obstacles. Took his time where he needed to. And that is just the absolute formula to defeat the 2nd stage here on Irish Warrior. Well, he is the 4th man into stage 3 today, and just 1 man left to go. If he clears, it'll be a 50-50 here on stage 2. Weapon Matt has had plenty of stage 3s in the past. He's 14 of 17 on this stage. I mean, if he clears the stage today, he'd have 15 stage 3s. But, oh my god! Okay, that was another just great lag moment from the fine game known as Halo 5. We've had a few of those this tournament. Halo 5 is just so, generous. Its time is finally coming to an end, hypothetically, in jumping, and it's just, giving us just some great lag moments to remember this game by. I digress. Matt did not let the lag affect him. He's now moving smoothly up the wall. He's done this obstacle so many times. He's seen basically every version of it. It's changed quite a few times. This is the hardest version of it, arguably, but he's handled it again, no problem. And now he's onto the ball glider. He's attempted this obstacle in every tournament except for Tournament 12. He's got a really good record on it. Can Matt beat it again? He goes to the transfer, and he's through that. If Matt beats this obstacle, he will have 17 clears on this obstacle. He's rolling on down, setting himself up, going for the dismount, and he is through, and he's on to the circle twist. Weapon Matt, speeding around that first circle. Oh, he kind of stood up there, crouched again, took an extra second to set up for that transfer. That's fine. And now he's got the harder transfer. Matt gets it. Well done. 55 seconds left. Matt is actually at a very solid pace right now. He's going for the dismount, and he gets that 50 before the Pandora's box. Can he land the ledge? Weapon Matt, he gets pushed off the wall, but he sticks the ledge. And now going forward the pole and the dismount. No problems there for him. And now 36 seconds left. He's going for the super launch. Took him out in tournament 13. It's never a guarantee. Weapon Matt lands the island. Well done. 27 seconds left. And now it's just the supermarket in his way. And he is speeding his way around. I think he's trying to get Joey for the fastest time at this point. As long as he doesn't do anything crazy. Trying to get the fastest time. He will be on to stage 3. And he's got 10 seconds here. Oh my god, another crazy lag spike. I love Halo 5 sometimes, but so does Weapon Matt. And I think Weapon Matt loves Irish Warrior because he has made it to stage 3 for his 15th time. How unbelievable is that? And he's got Joey Davis, who changed his armor because, that's Joey's thing. They're just standing at him. I'm sure they're talking about the fact that Weapon Matt had to steal the fastest time from Joey Davis. It's just the way it goes. But we will see Matt, Joey, Fireball, Chumpy, and Flame all take on the third stage today. We saw 2 ball glider fails from Cyrus and Puma. Sonic failed the circle twist. Cobra down on Pandora's box, and Rog came so close, went down on the supermarket. But now, 5 brave competitors will take on the third stage. It is unchanged from the last tournament. All begins with the discus throw, those 6 circles and the poles that stick out of them. You gotta make that big drop down, the big jump up, and then you're on to the precision pyramid. The third of 3 obstacles that our competitors will face today that has been in every tournament. You make it through that, you're onto the infinity rings. You got 6 rings you gotta make your way around. You gotta find your technique and make it work. This is a very difficult obstacle. Took out Matt in the last tournament. But if you beat that, you're on to the Giga Cliffhanger. Just a, very difficult obstacle. It's been called the hardest cliffhanger to be ever seen on any Halo jumping course. Those corner wraps are always a problem. And then, you make your way past that first wall, make the corner wrap. You got the 2 lateral jumps, the 2 upward jumps, the drop down, and then the crazy jump across. You got 1 more corner wrap to beat the obstacle going in the other direction. If you can make that, you run down, make the dismount, and you will be past the 13 ledges from hell, but you're still a long way to go. Still got 3 obstacles in your way. Beginning with the castle wall, 8 pegs, you gotta make those perfect crouches, spring jumps, however you want to do them, you gotta be really precise on that obstacle and make awesome, great jumps. And then you're onto the pipe bombs. You gotta make those jumps that get progressively farther apart. And then you'll take on the new, unattempted rolling stairs. It was new in the last tournament, but no one's ever attempted this obstacle. You gotta roll the ball down, survive the 3 drops that get progressively farther, and then once you're at the end, you have to get a very large jump off the ball and make it to that final platform. And if you get there, you'll be climbing for total victory on the final stage.
So I honestly don't feel that great about stage 3. It's been like 14 tournaments, something like that, maybe 15. I don't even know anymore. I'm pretty shocked that I got here, especially since I'm leaving for college before the next tournament begins.
Stage 2 definitely went pretty smooth. I would say I was a little bit more worried going into Stage 2, and my run was honestly pretty clean. I didn't really have any slip-ups. I felt like I had a pretty solid run. But coming into Stage 3, feeling, yeah, the confidence is there, but at the same time, you know, it's a hard stage. The obstacle behind me, these rings, you're probably going to see something crazy, like a crackhead out of me, but we're going to see if my technique holds through, getting me to the cliffhanger. The cliffhanger I failed the last time that I was here. I'm feeling pretty 50-50 on it, but, you know, I think I can do it. Just got to stay clean all the way through it. And then after the cliffhanger, I feel if I get through the cliffhanger, I can get to the last obstacle of the stage, but if I get there, man, it's a 5% chance of me doing it. But, you know, if anybody's going to do it, I think I could, but we'll see what happens.
So, on one hand, beating Stage 2 and getting up to a 20% clear rate on Stage 2, that's really cool. At the same time, I know that I'm not beating the Stage 3, so in a way, it also kind of sucks. But I hope I can at least get a personal best and get by the Precision Pyramid. Maybe even beat the cliffhanger as well, because I can do that, just there's a 99.100% chance that won't happen.
Well, with my old technique of not putting pressure on myself, going to Stage 2 felt like Stage 1. I wasn't really nervous, just got those obstacles down. I've been doing them since Tournament 12, well, some of them longer, and, you know, just about longevity of this course, really, for me. So, going into Stage 3, the distance throw I'm always worried about. The cliffhanger again. But, I mean, other than that, I guess maybe the final obstacle I'm worried about, but I really don't know how I'm going to do. I'm glad to get here for my 8th time, but who knows, I may be able to get back to the final, but we're just going to have to see how it goes.
Stage 2 felt okay, you know, I was still a little worried, you know, I still had some of the nerves left over from Stage 1, but luckily, you know, I had enough time on my hands to get through it, but, Stage 3, I really want to beat this stage, and I know I can, but it just comes down to whether or not I can execute, so I'm hoping to do better than last time.
Well, here we go. We have 5 competitors left for the 3rd stage. And this kind of has a Halo Ninja Warrior 19 vibe in the fact that we have 3 established competitors and 2 competitors that really haven't been to Stage 3 much, and 2 of them were in Stage 3 in Halo Ninja Warrior 19. First things first is Chumpy, and he makes the drop on the discus throw. It's his first time taking on this obstacle. Since the last time he was here, this stage looked a lot different. It was a different time of day, a whole lot of different obstacles, but this obstacle is modified to the way it still is today in Tournament 5. This obstacle's buffed in Tournament 5, and Chumpy now taking it on for his 2nd time. And he's making his way smoothly up so far. And now going for the 5th. These jumps now go down to the 6th. And the 7th. He's save jumping, taking his time, not doing anything crazy. He's soaking in the moment now. Chumpy gets through the 2nd obstacle, the Precision Pyramid. Chumpy, someone who usually we like to see speed through courses, he's taking his time here. Understandable. He's got a very difficult obstacle. Now the Infinity Rings, he gets like a frog jump. That was a bit interesting. It might have been lag, I'm not sure. I will see how he handles the rest of these jumps. He's getting himself off the edge of each one. He gets a save jump with the spring on the 3rd ring. That was pretty big. That was pretty necessary. I wasn't sure. It was pretty 50-50 who's going to make that or not, but he's doing a good job getting these corner jumps around, setting himself off the edge of each of these rings. He's on the 5th ring. He's got 1 more to go. Chumpy gets on the 6th ring. He's just got the dismount, and Chumpy is through the Infinity Rings. That's a difficult obstacle, and it's got to feel good. He is back to the cliffhanger. The cliffhanger has come a long way since the last time he tried it. He failed the cliffhanger EXX in Tournament 5. It's now the Giga Cliffhanger. He's got the jump up. Oh my goodness, he almost failed that jump, but he is okay. And now setting himself up here for the jump from 3 to 4. Chumpy goes for it, gets a save jump, and he is good. Now the jump up to the 5th. He is fine. And now getting himself set up for the first corner wrap. He gets a massive spring, and he sticks the ledge. That is well done. And now he's got 2 lateral jumps. First one, no problem. He's got a short hop save. Ooh, it looked like he was looking at maybe not using the full run up here to go for the second lateral jump. He uses the full run up now and gets the jump. Well done. But now these two upward jumps, very difficult jumps. He gets the first one with a sprint. Oh my goodness. Save jumps. Another couple save jumps. Got to stick that ledge, it looks like. And yes, he's done it. My goodness. That was very dangerous in the first upward jump. Now he's got an even farther jump, but he gets it so much cleaner. Very impressive. And now he's got the drop down. And oh my goodness! Chumpy misses the drop down. That is not a jump I saw him failing. Wow, Chumpy went for a bit of a strange technique, it looks like. Let's look at this again. He kind of turns in midair. It looks like he was going to try and land that ledge and then go right for the crazy jump. That would have been very bold and very exciting to watch. And he was doing that in practice, and it worked out, but you almost wonder if he would have taken his time, what would have happened? And, you know, it's easy to, you know, say hindsight's 20/20 now, but either way, still an awesome performance from Chumpy. Great to see him back in Stage 3, and hopefully he's doing well here at college now, because he's now there. It's in the art of music, movie magic. But now Fireball gets the drop on the discus throw, gets the jump up, and gets through that obstacle. And now Fireball taking on the Precision Pyramid. Fireball was in Stage 3 in Tournament 5 with Chumpy, and he was on the verge of getting to the final again, and potentially he would have joined Weapon Matt at the top of the tower, but he unfortunately failed the wobble roll in Tournament 5. Came in second place, really solid run, and then he had that big drought from Tournaments 5 through 15. What's he doing? He's connecting the Infinity Rings. This is insane. He talked about he'd do something crazy on that obstacle, and he has delivered. That is wild. I cannot believe he pulled that off. Wow, Fireball really being bold here on Stage 3, but he's now on the Giga Cliffhanger. He's got a great record on this obstacle. 2 of 3 on it so far. And he goes for the corner wrap with the spring, and he gets on the second face of the wall. And he gets a big save jump there on that first lateral jump. And now setting himself up, going for the second one. He's good. Well done. And now he does this triple jump. Will he do it again? Here he is. 1, 2, 3. That is just a work of art. I mean, that's just unreal that he pulls that off tournament after tournament. He goes for the drop. Chumpy just failed it, but he will play it safe. Well done. Goes for the crazy jump across. He's good. He's gonna, he's setting himself up here for the jump that took him out last time he was here.
I do it. Do I try to get the spring? Ah, man, okay.
You should try and get the
gotta
jump.
think about this. Holy!
My God.
That was...
That was the sweatiest corner save I've ever seen.
It wasn't pretty, but Fireball is through the Giga Cliffhanger for his 3rd time. And now he's on to the castle wall. Took him out in Tournament 15. He beat it in Tournament 16. So he's 50-50 on it. He springs to that second peg. This is the jump that took him out in 15, but he is good. It's kind of funny. Oh my goodness! Fireball misses the jump to the 4th, but he sticks the second peg. He is fine. He is still alive. It's kind of funny to see that Fireball failed this obstacle by spring jumping in Tournament 15, but he beat it in 16 by spring jumping, and he looks like he is going to try and beat it here in Tournament 19 by spring jumping. He's up to the 6th. He's got 2 more pegs to go. He's up to the 7th. He's got 1 left. Fireball. He's onto it, and he gets right up onto the top of the wall, and he's now got the pipe bombs in front of him. Fireball, this obstacle has been buffed since the last time he tried it. They're now capped poles, so less room to land on each of the squares, the prisms. I'm not sure what the square parts are, but you know, go with it. Fireball onto the 3rd. He gets a weird jump there. It looks like a half spring almost, but he gets around the 3rd one, gets onto the 4th. He's choosing to use those corners, get kind of a mini corner jump around each side, and now he's going for the 5th and jumping around that. He's just got the jump to the green bar as safety. Not a very big jump at all, and he is there. And Fireball will be the first competitor to take on the rolling stairs. The last time he was here, he had the flying bar in front of him, and he could not complete it. He's now got an even tougher test between him and the final stage. This is it. We heard him say he doesn't think he has a huge chance of beating this obstacle, but the fact of the matter is he's here. And just one obstacle stands in Fireball's way between him and a return trip to the final. Here he goes on the rolling stairs. You got to keep the ball very straight in the middle of the track and control it. You got to set yourself up for each of these drops that get progressively harder, progressively farther. Here he comes. He's crouch walking. What's he going to do here? First drop, he stands up for the drop, and that is very well controlled there on that first one. But now he's rolling his way down. Controlling it well. Stands up again. He gets a second drop. Well done. And now he's inching ever closer. And he's a little back and forth. He's now going for the third drop. He gets a safe jump, and he goes too far forward. Fireball is out on the rolling stairs. The first competitor to take on this obstacle, and we're seeing why it's here. It's just an incredibly difficult test at the end of the stage, and Fireball was so close again to the final stage, but for the second time in this era, the last obstacle of stage 3 has denied him a trip to the final. Fireball with just a very solid run to get to this point. Standing up on the drops, he controlled himself really well, but on that second drop, we see he went a little bit forward. And you almost wonder if that got in his head here as he went quickly for the third drop. He fell a little bit back, tried to save jump to catch up with it. He just couldn't do it. He landed on the track, and Fireball is out on the rolling stairs in just heartbreaking fashion. If he'd have made that drop, he would have just had the dismount in his way between him and the final, but unfortunately Fireball will not make his return trip to the final today.
No.
You goddamn ball, man. One drop away.
Balls.
I'm gonna beat this ball to death. I missed my melee.
Yeah, that's tough. Don't worry, I got you, bro. Wait, get the ball over here. Hold on. We can jump it together.
Shoot!
Oh, so unfortunate for Fireball. He was right there. But you know what? Flame was right there. He saw that, and now he's got to focus on his run. Flame's first time here since Tournament 11. He beat the discus throw and failed the precision pyramid in that tournament. Those two obstacles still here, still the same as they were. So we'll see if Flame can get by those and set a personal best. Flame, I would say, is very happy to be here, but let's see how far he can go as he's off on the discus throw. He beat this in Tournament 11. He goes for the drop down, and oh my god, he's out! I don't believe it! Just in a flash, before the run basically began, Flame is out on the discus throw, and he will unfortunately join the discus throw club. It looked like he tried to stick the fifth one. He went right for the drop, and landed pretty clean. He almost did stick it, but unfortunately just was a little bit too far back. If you'd have landed maybe a little bit more forward, a little bit farther to the right, a combination of those two, and Flame would have had the most incredible jump on the discus throw, would have beaten that jump without a save jump, and unfortunately though, Flame is out on the first obstacle, stage 3, but still an awesome tournament for him. Great to see him back on stage 3. And now it's Joey Davis's turn. Last time Joey was here, he beat this stage. However, he has struggled with this obstacle in the past. The discus throw gets a save jump. And right after watching Flame fail it, it could not have felt good there for Joey Davis. But you know what? He is through and he is onto the precision pyramid. Joey will have to beat 2 new obstacles since the last time he was here in Tournament 17 for him to get to the final stage. So we'll see if Joey can pull it off, as he's handling this obstacle that he's beaten every time he's been here with no issues. Will he get the spin? Yes, he will. I still hate that. You know, I will just continue to hate on that every tournament he does that. So, you know, that's something he's going to have to live with. But now he's on the infinity rings, and he's doing some crouch walks, getting frog jumps on each of these corners, and he's handling this really well. Oh my goodness, just brilliantly done on the infinity rings. Joey's onto the cliffhanger. has failed this obstacle 3 different times, at least this version. 1 of 4 on it. He made the jump up. He failed it in tournament 12. Gets the drop down. Now got to go up. And now Joey has the first corner wrap. This took him out in tournament 15. Joey taking his time, setting up, goes for it. Gets a save jump, and he is good. He's around onto the second wall, and he gets the first lateral jump. Going for the second. Oh my god, camera guy. All right, don't mind him. He might have bonked his head a little bit on the support of the pipe bombs. Don't mind him. But yeah, Joey's on to the upward jumps. That took him out in tournament 16. And now the drop down. He took out Chumpy earlier, but not him. And he's going to go get a double jump here and get the crazy jump across. And now 1 jump in his way of beating this obstacle. The final corner wrap. No spring or nothing. He gets a save jump. And with masterful control, Joey is through the cliffhanger again. But he's still got 3 obstacles in his way. First things first, it's the castle wall. Never an easy obstacle. And it looks like he's gonna spring and go side to side. He's gonna face the wall here. This is interesting. But he's up to the 4th. The 5th, he's handling it well. He's up to the 7th, 1 more to go. He doesn't get the spring. He falls and lands on the 6th. That is fine. That's a good recovery. That's the thing with this obstacle. You make a mistake, you gotta find a way to recover, and Joey has done that. He's up on top, and he's gonna rest here on top of the wall. Technically not really a resting platform, so that's why these obstacles are considered connected. He's now onto the pipe bombs. He beat this obstacle. He was the only person to attempt this buffed version of the pipe bombs in tournament 17. And he beat it with no problems, but you know, it's now tournament 19. He's got to beat it again. He's using that left side. We saw Fireball use the right side. So Joey, though, handling it pretty well, just keeping himself under control. No need to do anything crazy here. Just make those jumps, stick to each pole. And he gets onto the 5th, the farthest transfer of the bunch. Can he stick that last pole? Yes, just the jump to the green bar, and he is there. Joey will now get his turn at the rolling stairs. Can he beat this obstacle that Fireball could not and get to the final stage? He's going to crouch walk, similar to what we saw from Fireball. We'll see what technique he goes for here on the drops. He's a little bit on that left side. He's got to get it centered here for the drop. First one, he gets a save jump, and he's good. We saw Fireball basically try that technique on the 3rd drop, and it didn't work. So Joey might be trying this on all the drops. We'll have to see. Goes for the 2nd drop now, and save jump, lands it beautifully. Joey's just like floating in the air when he gets those save jumps. It's a tricky thing to do, but he's got 1 drop to go. It took out Fireball. It stops right on the edge of the drop. He gets a save jump and lands the ball. Joey Davis now on the final track. He has just 1 jump to go between him and another trip to the final. He goes for it. He gets a save jump, and Joey Davis is through the 3rd stage for his 2nd appearance in a row, and he will attempt the final stage again. Just unreal. Joey handled the new obstacles with no problem. And to think, after he missed the last tournament, it looks like Joey has never been away, and Joey will get his 2nd consecutive trip to the final stage. Just an incredible run. Just think, it all began with the discus throw, an obstacle he's expressed his hatred of in the past. He's never been the cleanest at it. He just watched Flame fail it, but he got through that with no issues. The infinity rings, all just a really difficult obstacle to get through, but he figured that one out. The corner wraps on the Giga Cliffhanger, no sweat here. He was able to just control the jumps, stick those a little bit wider ledges, get the save jump. And then here on the castle wall, it was going so smooth, and he missed the last jump. And I'm sure he panicked there for a second, but he did a great job sticking the 6th peg and then getting right back to work, getting back to the 7th, and then the 8th. And then got up to the top of the wall. Pipe bombs were no problem for him. And then here on the rolling stairs, he did incredible save jumps, incredible precisions to land the ball and just keep himself under control. First one, perfect. Second one, perfect. And then he got close to the 3rd one. It stopped on the edge, and I was a little worried for him. He jumped pretty far forward, but then was able to pull himself back and land the ball on that final drop, and then just 1 jump to go, and it looked like he almost came up short. He landed right on the edge, got a save jump, and landed that final platform, and we will see Joey Davis on the final stage.
Big jump, baby.
Gaming.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I failed that final jump.
It looked like you were short.
See, guys,
you
I
got a
haven't
great
been to a
save,
final
though.
in forever, and I do this new technique. I don't put any pressure on myself, and look what happens.
You literally were in a final like 2 months ago. I don't think that constitutes as forever.
And Irish said, "Really, you're ready to go?"
Hey, if it works for him, whatever.
You know, I have to agree with Puma. Joey gets to so many finals. I'm not sure I have a whole lot of sympathy for his quote-unquote forever argument with final stages, but well done to him. He will get his second attempt at the final stage here later on. The question is, will this man join him? Weapon Matt, I tell you what, he's been getting closer and closer in this era until he unfortunately had a step backward in the last tournament. He got a great save jump there on the discus throw, and now Matt is through that obstacle. He looks at that obstacle like, why would you try and take me out? I've beaten you every time. Since Tournament 10, I've been here. And now he's on to the Precision Pyramid. His 15th time taking on this obstacle. He's never had any troubles with it. See if he can go 15 for 15 on this fine obstacle. At least in my opinion, I guess. Leave your thoughts on the Precision Pyramid in the comments, I guess, question mark? I don't know, but Matt, going for the spin, the cool spin. He gets it. Might as well for your 15th time beating the same obstacle in Stage 3. But now this is the obstacle that took him out last time, the Infinity Rings. He wants this one bad. He's going to spring, get to the second. Spring to the third. That's the jump that took him out last time, but he's still got a few more to go. 4. Jump to the 5th. He's good. Jump to the 6th. He is there, and he gets a spin on the dismount. That's not the easiest dismount to get that off of, but you know what? When you're Weapon Matt, I guess you just, spin wherever your heart desires. Weapon Matt now is on to the Giga Cliffhanger. He has a 50% record on it. He's failed it twice, cleared it twice. We'll see if Matt can get himself above or below 50% today as he goes for the drop to the 4th. Save jump. He is good. Jump up to the 5th. And now it's the first corner wrap. Matt gets a spring quickly and sticks the ledge with a save jump. And now first lateral jump. Saves it. No problem. And now setting himself up, going for the second lateral jump. He gets the save jump and he's good. Now the 2 upward jumps. First one good, spring to the second, and he's getting some save jumps and he sticks the ledge. Weapon Matt now has the drop down. Took out Chumpy, and oh my goodness, he got pushed off a little bit. He almost took out the grand champion, the 2-time grand champion, but he's good. He makes the crazy jump. And now Matt with just 1 jump to go. Looks like he set himself up. He's going to get a spring, get a save jump, and Weapon Matt is through the Giga Cliffhanger for his 3rd time. But he's now facing down the obstacle that's taken him out twice in a row when he's gotten to this point. Tournament 16 and 17. He failed the castle wall. He failed early on Stage 3 in the last tournament, but now he's back. Round 3, Weapon Matt versus the castle wall. Let's see what he does here. It looks like he's going to jump and then set. Oh, he's like almost charging up a spring here by getting a normal jump upward first. He's made the jump that took him out last time. He's had trouble going left to right. He gets to jump to the 4th. This is the jump that took him out in Tournament 16. And he gets that. This is brilliant from Weapon Matt. He is getting those springs on command, which is something he couldn't do in the past. And he gets up to the 7th. Weapon Matt with 1 jump to go. He goes right for it, and he is there, and Weapon Matt is through his nemesis. It's now uncharted territory for Matt. He's got 2 obstacles he's never attempted now in his way between him and his 4th time getting to the final. Pipe bombs now. He sticks the far edge of that first pole, and now transfers on to the second one. Weapon Matt setting himself up. Getting a lot of save jumps, taking his time on this obstacle, and he sticks that second one. Gosh, you can't imagine the pressure on Weapon Matt. He knows he's getting closer and closer to the final stage. He's taking his time getting these jumps around. Short hop, he sticks the 3rd pole. This is far and away the slowest we've seen anyone take on this obstacle so far today, but he's making it through nonetheless. He gets the corner around. Gets a short hop and sticks the 4th one. One more to go, and then he can transfer on to the green bar of safety. You don't really have to stick this 5th one, but you know, it's probably recommended. You don't want to throw it all away here at the end of this one. But he's taking a ton of save jumps, finally gets the short hop, and gets onto the green bar of safety. Weapon Matt is now onto the rolling stairs. We'll see how he plays it. We've seen 2 different techniques on this obstacle. It's just a matter of getting through it. We'll see how Weapon Matt handles this. He's onto the ball, and it falls forward, it falls left immediately. That could have been very bad. But Matt has now gotten it a lot more straightened out. Keeping it towards the center. It goes left a little bit again. He's got to keep it centered for the drops. He stands up, and he's good. Looks like he's going to do the fireball. He's going to stand up here on these drops. It's very difficult to ride the ball all the way down because it falls with such velocity. He's fighting the left miss here. It's kind of riding the left edge again. He's brought it back towards the center. And now the second drop. Oh my goodness! It fell way forward. But somehow Matt was able to have enough real estate to hang on to the ball. And now, still fighting the left miss. He is still on the left side of that track. Oh, he's got to get it centered here for this final drop. It took out Fireball, but Matt is there. And Matt now on the final track. He's got just 1 track and 1 jump between him and the final stage. Can Matt get to the final for his 4th time? He goes for it, and he comes up short. Weapon Matt is out on the final jump. I don't believe it. We've never had a final jump of stage 3 fail on this course. And unfortunately, the first person to ever do it is the 2-time grand champion. No! Matt had such a good run. He made these drops. The first one was pretty solid. The second one, this one looked really dangerous. He was fighting and it was going back and forth. It wasn't super straight, and he was forward, and he fell forward as soon as it landed, and it was really dangerous. But Matt was able to hang on. This 3rd drop had to be tough after watching Fireball fail it, but he handled it no problems. But unfortunately, then he rolled his way closer and closer to the dismount. You have to wonder if the moment got to him. And it looks like he just kind of panicked a little bit here. Tried to get this jump off a little early. You want the ball to be right on the edge of the track, if not rolling off the track before you go for the dismount. You can see how he goes early. Maybe doesn't get the cleanest jump off the ball. And he comes up short and was not able to get to the platform. Such a shame there for Weapon Matt. He will not be advancing to the final stage for his 4th time here today.
No! No! No, Matt!
I don't know how much his hand slipped cost him to go early, or what was the root cause there, but it doesn't change the result. Weapon Matt, a great tournament, but he is out just short of the final stage, and so Joey will take it on alone. You saw a discus throw fail from Flame, a cliffhanger fail from Chumpy, Fireball, and Matt, as close as you can come to the final stage, both out right at the end of the rolling stairs. But Joey will now get his 2nd chance on this stage. He failed it in Tournament 17, but this beast of a tower will be taken on yet again. All begins with the tire ladder. You got 8 tires. They're very similar to Hunter Unit's Salmon ladder. You got to make very difficult crouch jumps to get up that cleanly, and then you're onto the switchback panels. You got to make your way up those windows, and then transfer onto the Cubic Chaos. 16 cubes, all very high, 11.25-foot jumps. Once you get onto that last cube, you got a bigger ledge, easier jump than how it was in the past, and then you run over and hit the buzzer. And if you could do it within 70 seconds, you can call yourself a grand champion.
Stage 3, that it went smooth. The only really thing I was worried about was the discus throw, and then I beat it, so I was like, eh. The next 2 obstacles I was fine with. The cliffhanger I'm always worried about, but I just found my rhythm. The 5th obstacle, I missed 1 spring, saved it. Pipe bombs I'm good with. The rolling stairs was pretty difficult. I almost messed up the final jump. I barely got it, but I was able to get it, the jump, and I'm here on the final stage once again, which is amazing. As far as the final, I'm most worried about the tubes. Last time I was here, I sucked at them. The windows I'm not really worried about. Third op's gonna, but I'm just gonna have to get lucky, and maybe I can become a grand champion.
Well, the buzzer awaits Joey Davis. He's only ever been hit by Weapon Matt, and Joey has become just the second competitor behind Weapon Matt to even get to the final twice. It's a rare error here for Joey Davis. He did the same intro as he did in 17 off of Snoz's head. Flame also made it. We have a teleporter there to the final stage platform, but Joey just likes to make it harder for himself, I guess, and make it interesting. Joey, I think he knows where he went wrong last time. He just made a few sloppy mistakes. He's just got to clean it up and execute these difficult jumps. Get to the top of the tower in 70 seconds, and he's a grand champion. It's as simple as that. Can Joey find his way through this very difficult tower? He called it the hardest tower he'd ever seen in Tournament 17, but he's climbing again here in 19. Here he goes. First things first, the tire ladder. He sets himself up, and he misses the jump to the second tire. That is a problem. He's already burned a ton of time. Took his time jumping into the first tire and then jumping up, but he's finding a rhythm now. He's up to the 7th, and he bricks the jump to the 8th. He saves himself, though, and now is up to the top. It took him 20 seconds to get to the top there. A little bit behind the pace you want to be on. He's got to pick it up now on the switchback panels. He's up to the 3rd, up to the 4th. He's doing the double jumps here on each one of these, handling it well. We saw in Tournament 17 as he missed the jump onto the final wall here at the top, and he's coming up there now, but he's moving well. This is the jump here. Can Joey land this? Yes, he can. He's got 26 seconds as he's onto the Cubic Chaos. It's more time than he had last time. I'm not sure if it's enough. He's going to really have to put the pedal to the metal as he's on the 4th cube up to the 5th with 16 seconds left. Joey moving his way up. He's past the cube where he timed out last time. He's got 10 seconds left. He's on the 10th cube. Up to the 11th with 6 seconds left. He's up to the 12th, and he gets a save jump, and he falls off! Joey falls off. He does not even time out. He falls off that 12th cube with about 2.5 seconds left. He probably could have gotten about one jump farther and would have timed out. And it was a great run from Joey, much improved from last time, but it still wasn't enough. And I think a lot of it can be attributed to the start he had. Took his time jumping into the first tire, jumped very far into it, backed himself out, set himself up, and then had to really just hang on for dear life just to stay on the first tire of the final stage. And then he made a mistake there on that last big jump. Took him 20 seconds to get to the top of the tire ladder, and then it wasn't the fastest transition either. You want to get up to the top of the tire ladder in about 15 seconds, and he just couldn't really do that. Was pretty solid on the switchback panels. Could have maybe gone a little bit faster, but not much. But then Joey then on the Cubic Chaos was looking good, but then he just had a moment of panic there on that 12th cube. He jumped up, like trying to save jump himself, and he just wasn't around the corner, and there really wasn't anywhere for him to find himself to save, other than for him to fall into the water. Let's hear from Joey now, and hear what he thinks about that final stage attempt.
That final stage run, it wasn't smooth. It was better than last time. I had only about 2 slip-ups on the tires this time, but that's 2 slip-ups too many. The windows, I felt like it could have gone a little quicker. And then the cubes, I definitely could have gone quicker. I made a little mistake there anyway at the end, but I would not have had the time to clear. Overall, setting a personal best in this tournament after missing the last tournament, it really feels great. Just getting back here to the final, but this tournament overall, I even felt like I was going to fail stage 1, so, getting here, it's amazing. Who knows, 20th anniversary tournament, if it is on Halo 5, which hopefully I want it to be. Maybe 3rd time's a charm in this final.
Well, an amazing run from Joey, and he will get his wish. Tournament 20 will be on Halo 5, but not either way. We are closer than ever to getting someone to the top of the tower and achieving total victory. We saw great success in this tournament. The question is, can our competitors build on it and take it into the 20th anniversary tournament? Those will be questions of the future, but in the meantime, I thank you guys all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all next time here on Irish Warrior.